Chapter 490. Royal Hotel, Staff Break Room. Bai Qing wore a black silk dress and walked the corridors of each floor as she made her night patrol. Ever since Qin Feng left, Bai Qing had been guarding the Royal Hotel, hoping that Qin Feng would come back one day. Strangely enough, the Qin Manor had been destroyed, Qin Feng had left, and the Royal Hotel had become someone else's property. However, Bai Qing found that the new boss of the Royal Hotel had never appeared. Moreover, that boss seemed to think very highly of Bai Qing. In a short 3 months, Bai Qing was promoted step by step from the previous lobby manager to the current position of general manager. With her current status in the hotel, she was second only to one person and above tens of thousands of people. She didn't need to personally do the night patrol. However, Bai Qing didn't put on airs because of her promotion. Instead, she worked even harder. She wanted to fight for a chance to meet the boss behind the scenes and then think of a way to take back the Royal Hotel for Qin Feng. Manager Bai, it's getting late. Go back and rest. I'll take over for you. After Bai Qing finished patrolling the last floor, she saw Yao Yao walk over. Bai Qing looked at her watch. It was already 6 o'clock in the morning. She was really tired at this time. She patted Yao Yao's shoulder and said, "Last night, someone stayed in the presidential suite number 886 on the top floor. Don't forget to send breakfast later. There are 3 VIP rooms left on the 8th floor. 2 of them are reserved for use, and the last one can be rented to guests. Today, the conference room on the 3rd floor is reserved by General Zhang. Don't forget to send someone to clean it in advance." Bai Qing's work was indeed very dutiful. It could even be said that she was meticulous. She remembered all of the tasks for the day and arranged the important events for the next day. Yao Yao patiently listened to Bai Qing's arrangements. She was used to Manager Bai's little nagging. After Bai Qing finished explaining everything, Yao Yao said respectfully, "Don't worry, Manager Bai. I'll definitely do my job well. You've worked hard enough every day. Go back and rest well." Although Bai Qing was the general manager of the Royal Hotel, she didn't put on any airs. In private, she also got along well with the staff. Everyone admired Bai Qing from the bottom of their hearts. Bai Qing smiled and found that her nagging illness was acting up again. However, after Qin Feng left, Bai Qing had practically no one to talk to. Every time, she would just assign work matters and nag a bit with everyone. After leaving the hotel and walking on the bustling streets, Bai Qing's thoughts were endless. She once again inadvertently missed Qin Feng. She didn't know where Qin Feng was right now. Are you living well? Is there a beautiful woman by his side to help take care of him? Lin Beibei was sleeping soundly on the spacious bed. She hadn't been this happy in a long time. Qin Feng leaned against the headboard and hugged the sleeping Lin Beibei. He really liked this warm feeling. Today, at the royal clubhouse, he suddenly met Feng Xing and Zhang Hui. He didn't expect that Zhang Hui would tell Qin Feng an important secret. The mysterious black-clothed man who wanted to control the Feng and Zhang families came from the capital. He was very powerful and had come to kill him to unify Acropolis City. Qin Feng tried to recall such enemies in his mind. In the end, he decided that only the 2 black-clothed men who appeared at the end of the battle at the Amethyst Dragon Palace fit his criteria. However, how did the man in black behind the scenes know that he would come to Acropolis City? Qin Feng came to Acropolis City to complete the Level 5 mission of the Martial Artist Alliance, which was to eliminate the Sima family. Before Qin Feng came to Acropolis City, no one else knew about it except him. Moreover, the mysterious black-clothed man came to Acropolis City a week ago to control the Feng and Zhang families. From this point, it was obvious that the black-clothed man heard that he was coming to Acropolis City a week ago. This puzzled Qin Feng. He felt that something was wrong, but he couldn't figure it out. That's right, the Martial Artist Alliance. After a long time, Qin Feng's eyes lit up. Other than himself, there was another person who knew that he was coming to Acropolis City to eliminate the Sima family. That was the person behind the scenes who issued the Eliminate the Sima family mission on the Martial Artist Alliance. Qin Feng quickly took out the Martial Artist Alliance's cell phone and opened the mission list. Martial Artist Alliance Level 5 mission. Go to Acropolis City and destroy the Sima family. Mission reward: 1,000 points, 1 spirit stone, 1 100-year ice crystal. The person who issued this mission was called Xiao 11 Lang. However, Qin Feng knew that this was just a random member name he used in the Martial Artist Alliance. Just like how Qin Feng's member name was Green Wolf, it was all a cover-up. Qin Feng's fingers moved quickly on the cell phone in an attempt to check Xiao 11 Lang's detailed information. However, when he clicked on Xiao 11 Lang's information, it was empty except for the fact that he was male and nothing else was revealed. Could it be that the mysterious person who controls the Fong and Zhang families is the person who issued this mission? Did he intentionally issue this mission to lure me out? Qin Feng quickly thought of a possible conspiracy. He quickly pulled up the conversation between him and Xiao 11 Lang. When he looked back at Xiao 11 Lang's words, Qin Feng found many strange points. Xiao 11 Lang had given a very high reward for this mission. It was almost twice the reward of other level 5 missions. Moreover, Xiao 11 Lang specified that this was a solo mission and that teamwork was prohibited. Moreover, this mission had been issued for a long time, but no one had accepted it. After Qin Feng accepted it, Xiao 11 Lang looked very anxious and urged Qin Feng to complete the mission as soon as possible. Combining all these details and the possible connection between the mysterious black-clothed man and the person who issued the mission, Qin Feng could preliminarily conclude that even if these two people were not the same person, they knew each other. After analyzing all these relationships, Qin Feng was somewhat glad that Lin Bei had asked him to accompany her tonight instead of foolishly running off to destroy the Sima family. If that had happened, he would have really fallen into their trap. How dare you fucking plot against me? I want to see who exactly you are. Qin Feng was furious when he realized that he was almost played in the palm of someone else's hand. After thinking for a while, he quickly came up with a way to deal with this. Brother Xiao, are you there? Qin Feng sent a message to Xiao 11 Lang. After 10 minutes, there was a reply. Brother Green Wolf, have you arrived at Acropolis City? I've arrived. I'm preparing to move out the night after tomorrow. Qin Feng replied. Good. I wish Brother Green Wolf immediate success. After Qin Feng finished chatting with Xiao 11 Lang, his cell phone suddenly vibrated twice. He had received a private message. Qin Feng thought that Xiao 11 Lang had said something, but he opened his cell phone and saw that it was a message from Billowy Lady. Green Wolf, why did you suddenly disappear? Did you see the news from the Martial Artist Union? They found an ancient ruin near Ghost Mountain. The Martial Artist Union is gathering martial artists with strength of stage 4 inner chi and above to explore it. Are you going? Qin Feng was slightly moved when he saw Hua Yan's message. Ancient ruin? Qin Feng did not know much about it. However, since this mission was recommended by the Martial Artist Union, it was obviously a very tempting mission. However, Qin Feng was not in a hurry to reply to Hua Yan. After all, he was currently in Acropolis City. His priority was to complete the mission in Acropolis City. After he was done, he would look for Hua Yan to learn more about the mission. Qin Feng turned off the Martial Artist Union's cell phone and opened his new SIM card to call Zhang Hui. Hey, who the fuck are you? Last night, Qin Feng broke one of Zhang Hui's legs, and now he had to risk his life to be a spy for Qin Feng. He was about to die of depression. When he saw that the caller ID was an unknown number, he immediately yelled at the phone as a way of venting. Yo, young Master Zhang, are you in a bad mood? Who bullied you? Qin Feng laughed. Zhang Hui suddenly froze. He recognized Qin Feng's voice and instantly fell to the ground in fright. He switched to a fawning attitude and said with a smile, Io, hey, it's Ancestor Qin. Did you sleep well last night? Cut the crap. Hurry and go find out if there's any movement from the mysterious black-clothed man on your side. Qin Feng's tone changed, and he yelled coldly. Zhang Hui was so scared that he almost peed his pants. He quickly said, Okay. Don't worry, Ancestor Qin. I'll go and find out now. Qin Feng hung up the phone. He was not worried that Zhang Hui would betray him unless he wanted to die. The reason why Qin Feng revealed the time of the operation to Xiao 11 Lang was to confirm the relationship between Xiao 11 Lang and the mysterious man in black in Acropolis City. If Zhang Hui found out that the mysterious man in black was going to take action the day after tomorrow, then the two of them must know each other. They might even be the same person. Qin Feng, what's wrong? Why are you so angry? The sound of Qin Feng's phone call woke Lin Bei up. Lin Bei grabbed Qin Feng's arm nervously. Qin Feng patted Lin Bei's head dotingly. His expression was gentle. It's okay. Go back to sleep. Don't worry. Lin Bei smiled slightly, but she couldn't sleep anymore. She climbed up and leaned into Qin Feng's embrace. You didn't sleep at all last night? I couldn't sleep. I can go for a few days without sleeping. Hearing Qin Feng's words, Lin Bei suddenly felt guilty. She thought that Qin Feng couldn't sleep because he didn't have enough fun last night. However, Lin Bei felt like her bones were about to fall apart. She really didn't dare to fight Qin Feng again. Qin Feng's combat ability was too strong. Even Lin Bei was a little afraid of him. And Qin Feng suddenly growled. He felt warmth surround his lower body. Lin Bei actually used her mouth to bite it. Bei, what are you doing? Qin Feng hugged Lin Bei and helped her up. Lin Bei's small hands grabbed little Qin Feng and didn't let go. She said shyly, my body can't take it, so I can only use my mouth. Just put up with it for a while. When my body recovers, I'll accompany you. Chapter 491. Lin Bei had never done this before, so she was not familiar with the technique. She bit Qin Feng a few times, but it was this inexperienced and clumsy feeling that piqued Qin Feng's interest. In the end, Lin Bei vented all of it. Cough, cough. Lin Bei felt an impact on her throat. She could not help but cough. The corners of her mouth were glistening, and her face was flushed. She was very alluring. Qin Feng, are you done? Qin Feng heaved a sigh of relief. He was too excited just now. Now that he saw Lin Bei's pitiful appearance, he patted her head and said, go to the washroom and clean up. Lin Bei nodded shyly and ran away obediently. She was glad that Qin Feng was finally released. This torment had lasted for more than 3 hours. If Qin Feng did not finish it in time, Lin Bei's mouth would have cramped. Great Ancestor Qin, it's me, Zhang Hui. Lin Bei had just gone to the washroom when Qin Feng's phone rang. There's news? Qin Feng had just assigned Zhang Hui a mission 3 hours ago. Could it be that there was news so soon? Yes, Great Ancestor Qin. The Zhang family had just held a family meeting half an hour ago to discuss the plan to deal with you. The elder of the family must have received the order from the black-clothed man. He said that he will bring his men and hide near the Sima family's residence tonight, ready to capture you at any time. Zhang Hui added, Great Ancestor Qin, I came to report to you as soon as the family meeting ended. Don't you think I'm doing my best? Cut the crap. As long as you listen to me and perform well, I'll give you the antidote. Qin Feng interrupted Zhang Hui. Qin Feng knew what this brat was going to say the moment he stuck out his butt. All right. I won't disturb Great Ancestor Qin anymore. I'll report to you immediately if there's any news. Ma Hui quickly hung up. Qin Feng frowned and leaned against the headboard. From the looks of it, Xiao 11 Lang was definitely related to the man in black who controlled the Feng and Zhang families. Moreover, Qin Feng could also conclude that Xiao 11 Lang's mission in the Martial Arts Alliance was to lure him out. Although Qin Feng knew the relationship between Xiao 11th Lang and the black-clothed man, he still could not conclude that this group was the same black-clothed man who appeared 3 months ago at the Amethyst Dragon Palace. However, Qin Feng was not in a hurry. He had already started to play along and prepared to lure the black-clothed man out. Once they met, all the mysteries would be solved. Little Pig, the system issued the 4th side mission of Yun Province Disturbance's 4th side mission. I need to return with a powerful force. Yun's Xiao Yun's mission. Qin Feng had originally wanted to return with Yun's Bei's mission. But Feng Yun, Hua Qin Yun's Bei's Yun. But Qin Feng of Yin. Feng. After all, many people in the Jianghu thought that Qin Feng was dead. If Qin Feng appeared again, he might attract martial artists to fight over his spiritual weapons and cultivation methods. Then, Qin Feng would be very busy. Master, Green Wolf is still you. Therefore, the system is very humane. If you complete the 4th side mission as Green Wolf, it will still be counted. With Little Pig's words, Qin Feng was relieved. Now, his plan could be carried out smoothly. Qin Feng, do you want to wash your body? Lin Bei's little head popped out from the bathroom. Looking at her smooth shoulders, she was probably naked. Qin Feng had been bitten by Lin Bei for more than 3 hours. His body was sticky with saliva. Qin Feng took off his clothes and went into the bathroom. The two of them hugged each other and took a bath. After a while, They came out of the bathroom. Lin Beibei put on her clothes. She felt like she was going to flatten from hunger. Qin Feng, take me to eat something delicious. Lin Beibei opened her large, watery eyes and looked pitifully at Qin Feng. Qin Feng held her in his arms and took her to the restaurant on the third floor. Qin Feng didn't look at the menu and ordered all of the breakfast dishes. Soon, their table was piled with all sorts of delicious food. The plates that couldn't fit were placed on the two tables next to theirs, forming a small mountain. Wow, Qin Feng, you're crazy. There's only the two of us. It's a waste to order so much food. Lin Beibei looked at the table full of delicious food in shock. She discovered that more than half of it was food she'd never seen before. Qin Feng pinched Lin Beibei's pretty face and said dotingly, "Not much, not much. Beibei, try every dish. You're my woman, after all, so I want you to live the best life." Lin Beibei was instantly moved. Her eyes became slightly red. "Okay, then I won't go on a diet today. I'll eat to my heart's content. If I can't finish, I'll take it home and give it to my mom. She definitely hasn't eaten these dishes before." Seeing Lin Beibei being so obedient and sensible, Qin Feng liked her very much. Lin Beibei didn't need to be reserved in front of Qin Feng and ate to her heart's content. Qin Feng ate halfway when his phone rang. When he saw the caller ID, his expression changed drastically. "Beibei, I'm going to take a call. Don't run around." Okay, I'll wait for you here. Come back quickly." Qin Feng told Lin Beibei and walked to the staircase of the third floor. He looked around to make sure no one was around before answering the call. "Dad." Qin Feng had forgotten how long it had been since he last called Qin Huang dad. Ever since Qin Feng went to the capital and reported to Qin Huang that he was safe, the two of them hadn't contacted each other for more than 3 months. This was Qin Huang's idea, but Qin Feng wasn't sure why. "Feng, you went to Acropolis City?" Qin Huang's voice was deep and dignified. "I just arrived the day before yesterday," Qin Feng answered honestly. There was nothing to hide from his father. "Why did you go to Acropolis City all of a sudden?" "There are some things that I have to understand," Qin Feng said firmly. Qin Huang was silent for a while before he sighed. "Since you've made up your mind, I won't say anything more. I'll send Uncle Fu to help you." "It's okay, Dad. My strength has increased again. Don't worry, Dad." Qin Feng knew that his father wouldn't have a good time when he returned to the Qin mansion in the capital. Qin Feng could only be at ease with Uncle Fu by Qin Huang's side. "Another breakthrough? What's your strength now?" Qin Huang raised his voice. He was shocked by his abnormal son. Before this, Qin Feng was a good-for-nothing who couldn't cultivate. In just half a year's time, Qin Feng seemed to have changed into a different person. "I can't say for sure. Anyway, I don't care about stage 6 inner chi martial artists anymore." Qin Feng had the hedonist sovereign system, so his strength couldn't be judged by the standard of the secular world. Qin Feng had already killed people who were stronger than him when he was still a stage 2 inner chi cultivator. Hiss. Qin Feng could hear his father's gasp through the phone. "Stage 6 inner chi? There are only a few people in China who can fight against a stage 6 inner chi expert at your age. All right, Uncle Fu won't be going. Be careful." "I'll be careful." Qin Feng was about to hang up when Qin Huang suddenly said, "There's another important thing I want to tell you. All the properties of the royal group in Acropolis City have returned to your hands. Since you're back, you should reorganize the company and assign a few of your trusted subordinates to watch over the company." "What? The royal group has fallen into my hands? Really?" Qin Feng was shocked. The news came too suddenly, and he couldn't accept it in a short time. Back then, the Sima family, the Qin family of Jincheng City, and the Li family of Yunhai City formed the 3 great financial groups and crazily suppressed the shares of Royal Group. In the end, Han Ying stabbed them in the back and directly destroyed Royal Group. Logically speaking, the shares of Royal Group were now in the hands of these 4 people. Even if Qin Yi died and the Sima family declined, Han Ying and Li Xiaojie would definitely swallow the remaining shares. Why did these shares suddenly return to him? Don't ask too much about it. Anyway, all the shares of the Royal Group are in your hands. You've grown up, so I'll leave the company to you," Qin Huang said as if he was going to retire and enjoy the happiness of his family. "All right, I'll take some time to inspect the company's properties and reorganize them. Qin Feng was still in a daze after he hung up the phone with his father. He walked toward Lin Bei while trying to figure out what was going on. From afar, he saw a perverted man standing in front of Lin Bei. He didn't know what he was talking about. Beauty, you ordered so much food. Are you alone? Can I sit down and have breakfast with you? Lin Bei was enjoying her breakfast when she thought it was Qin Feng. However, she saw an unfamiliar man standing in front of her. Lin Bei said expressionlessly, "I'm sorry, my boyfriend will be back soon." The meaning of Lin Bei's words was clear. She came with her boyfriend, but the suited man didn't leave. His smile widened. "Beauty, my name is Hedong. I'm the HR manager of the Royal Group. Can you give me your WeChat ID?" Hedong was really shocked by Lin Bei's pure beauty. He couldn't walk anymore. Even if he heard that Lin Bei had a boyfriend, Hedong didn't care. In today's society, which beauty didn't have 3 or 4 boyfriends? If she didn't have one, it could only mean that she wasn't beautiful or sexy enough. Hedong revealed his identity as the HR manager of the Royal Group. He thought Lin Bei would give him her WeChat ID and throw herself into his arms. "Huh, you're from the Royal Group?" Lin Bei felt a sense of familiarity when she heard the name Royal Group. After all, it was Qin Feng's family's previous company. Haha, of course I'm from the Royal Group. This is my name card. It can't be fake. Seeing Lin Bei start to talk to him, Hedong thought he was about to get his hands on her. He sat in front of Lin Bei and handed her a golden name card. "Beauty, if you want to enter the Royal Group, I can help you." Chapter 492. Not only did Hedong not leave, he was deeply attracted by how cute Lin Bei looked when she was angry. His triangular eyes fell on Lin Bei's pretty face, and he looked like he wanted to pounce on her. "Beauty, what's your name? If you have nothing to do after breakfast, come to my room to play. I'm staying in the VIP room." Hedong was a bit impatient. Lin Bei didn't care. She stayed in the presidential suite with Qin Feng, so the VIP room was nothing. "You're so annoying. Hurry and leave." Seeing Lin Bei's weak personality, Hedong suddenly reached out and wanted to hold Lin Bei's hand. Lin Bei was so scared that she cried out, "What are you doing? Don't do anything stupid, or else I'll tell Qin Feng." "Qin Feng? Who's Qin Feng?" Hedong asked suspiciously. At this moment, a tall and straight figure walked over and looked at Hedong with a smile. "I'm Qin Feng. Do you need something from me?" Seeing Qin Feng return, Lin Bei's worried heart finally relaxed. She immediately stood up and threw herself into Qin Feng's arms. She hugged Qin Feng tightly and refused to let go. "Qin Feng, don't misunderstand. I don't know him." Lin Bei looked at Qin Feng nervously. She was deeply afraid that Qin Feng would think that she betrayed him. After seeing how Qin Feng treated Han Ying, Lin Bei was very afraid of being misunderstood. "Is there anything else you need?" Qin Feng patted Lin Bei's back and looked at Hedong with a smile. Hedong didn't think that Lin Bei's man would really come. Moreover, looking at Qin Feng's big build, Hedong felt that he wasn't a match for him, so he immediately got up to leave. "Wait." Qin Feng suddenly stopped Hedong. "What? I'm just greeting a beauty. Can't I do that?" Hedong thought that Qin Feng was looking for trouble, so he was a bit nervous. However, he pretended to be strong. "Let me tell you first, I'm the HR manager of Royal Group. In Acropolis City, I work for both the underworld and the underworld. Don't look for trouble for yourself." Qin Feng acted as if he didn't hear Hedong's threat and smiled. "You're fine, but I have something to talk to you about." "What?" "I'm usually very busy. Hurry up and tell me." Hedong looked impatient. "I want to slap you." "Of course, I think I'll dirty my hands. You can slap yourself 10 times and scram," Qin Feng said with a straight face. Hedong was slightly stunned. Then, he burst into laughter. "Huh? Did I hear wrongly? Are you fucking sick in the head? You can slap me just because you want to? Do you think you're Acropolis City's #1 young master? So you're saying that you don't want to hit yourself?" Qin Feng said with a smile. "You little bastard, you're talking nonsense to me. Do you believe that I won't beat you up first? Do I look like a psycho to you? Which normal person would whip themselves?" Hedong was furious. He didn't know how a beautiful woman like Lin Bei found a psycho as her boyfriend. "Pa, Just as Huadong finished speaking, he felt a burning pain on his face. Qin Feng had acted as fast as lightning, and before Huadong could react, he fell to the ground. Who? Who the hell hit me? Do you want to die? How dare you go against me? Huadong quickly got up from the ground and looked around. Aside from Qin Feng and Lin Bei, there was no one else around. It's you? Do you want to die, brat? Just you wait. I'll call someone right now. Huadong pointed at Qin Feng and started cursing again. Pa. Just as Huadong took out his phone, he heard another slap. This time, his phone was sent flying. Huadong flew into the air and smashed the glass table beside him when he landed. Clang! This was a heavy fall. Huadong felt as if his bones were going to fall apart. Ahem. You? Who are you? Don't do anything stupid, or I'll call the police. Huadong was shocked by Qin Feng's powerful skills. Who could send someone flying with one slap? Was this brat even human? You've already slapped twice. There are 8 more slaps left. Are you going to do it yourself, or do you want me to do it for you? Qin Feng acted as if he didn't hear Huadong's words and walked in front of him with a smile. After Lin Bei became Qin Feng's woman, she went along with everything Qin Feng did. This time, she didn't try to persuade Qin Feng to stop. Instead, she stood behind Qin Feng like an obedient wife. What right do you have to hit me? You have no right to do this. If you mess around again, I'll really... Pa. Qin Feng greeted Huadong with another slap. This slap was even more ruthless than the previous 2. It sent 2 of Huadong's front teeth flying. Huadong felt as if his neck was twisted, and his head almost flew off. There are 7 more slaps. Qin Feng continued to smile at Huadong. This time, before Qin Feng finished speaking, Huadong hurriedly started to slap himself. Big brother, don't hit me. I'll do it myself. Hitting me will dirty your hands. Pa. Huadong slapped when he said he would, and he used all his strength. He didn't dare to fake anything. He was forced by Qin Feng into a corner. He would rather slap himself a few times. At least he could keep his life. If Qin Feng really continued to slap himself, Huadong felt that he would be slapped to death. Pa. For a moment, the entire 3rd floor of the restaurant was filled with the crisp sound of slapping. Many customers gathered around, and waiters and security guards rushed over. Sir, what's going on here? The 4 security guards surrounded Qin Feng and Huadong. When they saw Huadong sitting on the ground and happily slapping himself, the 4 of them were dumbfounded. You guys came just in time. This brat. Huadong was about to complain about Qin Feng when Qin Feng suddenly raised his hand and waved it at Huadong. Huadong was so scared that he immediately shut his mouth. In his excitement, he almost forgot that Qin Feng's skills were amazing. In Huadong's eyes, even if 4 security guards attacked him together, they wouldn't be a match for Qin Feng. If Qin Feng defeated these security guards, would he have a good time? Sir, did someone threaten you? Did he want to hit you? The security guard pointed at Qin Feng and asked Huadong. Ahem. No, I'm a masochist. I can't eat without slapping myself a few times before eating every day. This is none of your business. I'll pay for the things I broke, Huadong said, full of grievances. The 4 security guards looked at each other. They all thought Huadong was a lunatic. Since that was the case, the security guards and waiters retreated. Oh, by the way, someone come and pack these dishes. Qin Feng called them back before the waiters could go far. Soon, the dishes were packed. Qin Feng hugged Lin Bei and walked down the stairs. He didn't even look at Huadong. Huadong was furious when he saw Qin Feng leave. He wanted to chase after Qin Feng and stop him, but he didn't have the guts. Acropolis City was so big. If Qin Feng left, he definitely wouldn't be able to find him. Huadong was extremely sullen. Qin Feng, that guy seems to be from your royal group, Lin Bei muttered after they left the hotel. I know. That's why I want to teach him a lesson. How could there be such a scum in the royal group? Qin Feng said indifferently. He had just received a call from his father to take over the royal group. So, after he found out Huadong's identity, Qin Feng had a plan. He wanted to suppress Huadong and kill the chicken to warn the monkey. The royal group had been managed by someone else for so long. Who knew how spoiled the employees were? Lin Bei didn't understand Qin Feng's foresight. She thought she only needed to serve Qin Feng well. If Qin Feng was happy, Lin Bei would be happy. At noon, Qin Feng took Lin Bei shopping on the business street and bought a lot of beautiful clothes, bags, and shoes for Lin Bei. Lin Bei was very happy and bounced around Qin Feng like a cheerful little bird. After shopping, Qin Feng sent Lin Bei back to the first hospital to accompany Mother Lin. Then, Qin Feng turned around and rushed to the royal group to adjust the personnel structure. As soon as he arrived at the entrance of the royal group, Wang Jun greeted him with a smile. "Young Master Qin, welcome back." Wang Jun knew Qin Feng's identity when Qin Feng came to the royal group as an intern. He was an old employee of the royal group, and Qin Huang sent him to meet Qin Feng. "Manager Wang, how have you been?" Qin Feng shook hands with Wang Jun. "Ever since Chairman Qin and you left the royal group, I've lost interest in staying here. However, I firmly believe that you too will come back one day to take over the royal group. I've been waiting for this day," Wang Jun said with a smile. In fact, after Han Ying bought the royal group, many old employees resigned. They thought that the Qin family's rival had bought the royal group. If that was the case, how could they live a good life in the royal group? However, as Qin Huang's confidant, Wang Jun had been staying at the royal group. Qin Feng was touched by his action. "Let's go, Manager Wang. Let's have a good chat upstairs." Qin Feng and Su Ruoro walked into the royal group. It had been 4 months since Qin Feng last saw the familiar interior of the royal group. Qin Feng sighed with emotion, especially when he walked past the sales department's lobby on the 3rd floor. Their desks were still empty, and there were no signs of anyone using them. Even the decorations around the desks were the same as before. Qin Feng could almost see Su Ruoro sitting in front of the desk and working diligently. Every now and then, he would touch her thighs and pinch her cheeks. Su Ruoro was so cute that she couldn't concentrate on her work. Sigh. Qin Feng sighed. He had returned to reality. He loved and hated Su Ruoro at the same time. He didn't know where she was hiding and whether she was dead or alive. "Young Master Qin," this was Chairman Qin's office. "It's yours now." Wang Jun led Qin Feng to the CEO's office on the top floor. Qin Feng walked around the room and sat on the sofa. "Manager Wang, how's the company doing?" Qin Feng asked. "Very good. It's doing better than before." Wang Jun's answer surprised Qin Feng. Qin Feng thought that the person who bought the royal group would find a way to destroy the royal group, or split up the royal group's assets and put them in their own company. "Oh, have you seen the person behind the scenes who bought the royal group?" "No, they've never appeared. If there's anything important, they just send an email to the higher-ups. We, the higher-ups, just do as they say," Wang Jun said truthfully. Chapter 493. Qin Feng suddenly brought up Li Yuchun. He was a bit worried about this woman. After all, when he worked at Royal Group, Qin Feng had taken advantage of Li Yuchun quite a bit. Later, he even disguised himself as young Master Qin and went to Li Yuchun's hometown, Qingshui Town, to see her parents. However, Qin Feng frowned when he recalled the last time he met Li Yuchun. At that time, everyone was celebrating in the KTV at the Royal Clubhouse when the members of martial arts world came looking for them. Qin Feng, Zhang Jin, Huang Bizi, and Li Kuaishou were fighting fiercely at the stairwell when Li Yuchun suddenly appeared. To prevent Li Yuchun from getting hurt, Qin Feng said a lot of things to provoke Li Yuchun. "Young Master Qin, you're talking about the previous sales manager, Li Yuchun, right?" Wang Jun had an impression of Li Yuchun because Qin Feng loved to tease Su Ruoro, Li Yuchun, and Han Ying at the company. "She's still here. She's still the sales manager. Should I call her over now?" Wang Jun asked for Qin Feng's opinion. Qin Feng nodded and said, "Go." Wang Jun walked out of the office and returned with Li Yuchun after a while. As soon as they entered the house, Wang Jun and Li Yuchun were shocked. "Qin." Wang Jun looked at Qin Feng, who was sitting on the sofa and wearing a wolf's head, and exclaimed. Before Wang Jun could finish speaking, Qin Feng hurriedly cut him off. "Ahem. Manager Wang, you can leave now. I have some business to discuss with General Manager Li." Qin Feng wore the sacred azure battle armor and transformed into a green wolf. He did this because he was afraid that Li Yuchun's misunderstanding towards him hadn't been resolved. If he sat here with Qin Feng's face, What if Liu Chun turned hostile as soon as she entered the room? Qin Feng couldn't embarrass himself. At first, Wang Jun didn't understand Qin Feng's intentions. How did young Master Qin put on the wolf head armor in the blink of an eye? However, Wang Jun quickly understood. He had long heard that young Master Qin was Acropolis City's #1 hedonistic young master and was dissolute and uninhibited. It seemed like he was going to do SM and cosplay. Boss, I'll take my leave first. Wang Jun hurriedly retreated. Only Qin Feng and Liu Chun were left in the room. Liu Chun seemed a bit nervous, and her hands were tightly clenched in front of her. She was in the office doing the monthly report when Wang Jun suddenly called her over. Liu Chun knew Wang Jun's identity. He was a high-ranking manager of the company. Moreover, Wang Jun's attitude toward the wolf-headed monster was so respectful, so Liu Chun vaguely guessed the wolf-headed monster's identity. Seeing Liu Chun again after 4 months, Qin Feng was slightly moved. Liu Chun was still wearing a black silk suit. Her legs could be said to be of the highest quality. They were slender and straight, and Qin Feng couldn't help but take a few more glances. Boss, why are you looking for me? When Liu Chun saw Qin Feng's vulgar gaze, she felt a wave of disgust in her heart. However, out of consideration for Qin Feng's status as the CEO, she could only endure it for now. Qin Feng's green wolf identity had even changed his voice. Otherwise, Hua Yin would have seen through him. At this moment, Qin Feng spoke in Green Wolf's voice. General Manager Li, don't just stand there. Come sit on the sofa. I don't need it. Boss, if you have any arrangements, just tell me. I still have a lot of work to do. Liu Chun couldn't understand the wolf-headed man. When she saw his appearance, Liu Chun became vigilant. She even thought that this person was crazy. Qin Feng didn't reveal his identity because he wanted to chat with Liu Chun a bit more to ease the atmosphere. That way, when Qin Feng returned to his original appearance, Liu Chun probably wouldn't completely fall out with him, right? Haha, General Manager Li, who are we? Come sit. Don't be so polite with me. Seeing that Liu Chun was very reserved, Qin Feng took the initiative to stand up and pull her to sit on the sofa. Liu Chun didn't think that the wolf-headed man would be so daring. What are you doing? Don't touch me. Just tell me what you want. Liu Chun was so scared that she stood up again. She glared at Qin Feng with an icy expression. Even Qin Feng jumped in fright. However, he quickly regained his composure. He was now Green Wolf, so his actions just now were probably too intimate and scared Liu Chun. General Manager Li, don't be afraid. I don't have any ill intentions towards you. Seeing Liu Chun's angry expression, Qin Feng had a wicked idea. Actually, I like your appearance and body. How about this? I won't beat around the bush with you. If you're willing to be my woman, I'll give you the position of executive director. What do you think? Qin Feng looked at Liu Chun with a smile. Liu Chun's lungs were about to explode from anger. Boss, although you're the behind-the-scenes CEO of Royal Group, I hope that you can speak with some respect. I'm not the kind of woman you think I am. You should find someone else. Liu Chun was truly angry. She turned around and walked out. Seeing that Liu Chun hadn't changed at all and was still as angry as before, Qin Feng immediately went up and pulled her back. What are you doing? Hurry and let me go. I'm going to call for help. Liu Chun was suddenly grabbed and cried out in fright. She thought that if she didn't agree, this wolf-headed monster would use force. Liu Chun's screams were too ear-piercing, and Qin Feng felt like his eardrums were about to burst. At this time, he immediately covered Liu Chun's mouth. General Manager Li, don't yell. I didn't do anything to you. Woo! Liu Chun struggled with all her might. Her eyes were spitting fire, and she looked like she wanted to bite Qin Feng to death. You want to talk? Then don't yell randomly. I told you to talk, Qin Feng said as he looked at Liu Chun. Liu Chun struggled for a while and found that she couldn't break free. Instead, because she twisted her body, she allowed the wolf-headed monster to take advantage of her. She could only stop struggling and nod unhappily. Qin Feng slowly let go, and Liu Chun immediately yelled, You beast, hurry and let me go. I already let go of your mouth. Qin Feng looked at Liu Chun with a deadpan expression. Liu Chun was embarrassed and angry. Why did she feel like this wolf-headed monster was as shameless as Qin Feng? What's the point of letting go of my mouth? Your other hand is still on my chest. Qin Feng reluctantly let go and laughed awkwardly. Haha, I pressed the wrong position. Liu Chan struggled free and prepared to run out the door. This time, Qin Feng didn't chase after her and yelled, Chunchin, don't run, it's me. Liu Chan ran to the door when her high heels suddenly stopped. She turned with a swish and stared dumbfoundedly at the handsome and tall man in front of her. You're Qin Feng? Qin Feng returned to his original appearance and looked at Liu Chan with a chuckle. Of course it's me. You couldn't have forgotten me, right? Where's that wolf-headed monster? Liu Chan couldn't come to her senses for a while. How did the wolf-headed monster turn into Qin Feng in the blink of an eye? When he heard Liu Chan call him wolf-headed monster, the corners of Qin Feng's mouth twitched. That's just a disguise. Look, I'll change you back. Qin Feng turned into a green wolf in front of Liu Chan. After a few seconds, he changed back to Qin Feng. Now you understand, right? Liu Chan understood. So the wolf-headed monster and Qin Feng were the same person. She was taken advantage of by the wolf-headed monster earlier and wanted to die. However, now that she knew it was Qin Feng, Liu Chan wasn't sad at all. Qin Feng, you're finally back. You worried me to death. Liu Chan suddenly pounced and threw herself into Qin Feng's embrace. Qin Feng was dumbfounded. When Liu Chan saw him, shouldn't she have cursed at him or even beat him up? Why did she throw herself into his embrace? Qin, are you okay? Qin Feng asked probingly. Liu Chan hugged Qin Feng tightly and wouldn't let go. Her shoulders trembled slightly as if she was crying. After a while, she said, Qin Feng, I already know. What do you know? Qin Feng asked suspiciously. Last time at the Royal Clubhouse KTV, the words you cursed at me in the hallway weren't your original intention, right? Later, I found someone to pull up the surveillance video in the hallway. At that time, you were threatened by 3 bad people. You cursed me away to save me, right? Back then, Liu Chan had been scolded by Qin Feng, and her heart had been shattered into pieces. She had hated Qin Feng for a few weeks, but after finding out that Qin Feng had disappeared and the Qin residence had been destroyed, Liu Chan felt that something was wrong. In the end, she found the video in the hallway and understood everything. Now, not only did Liu Chan not hate Qin Feng, she was extremely moved by Qin Feng's actions. Because of this, she didn't resign and waited at Royal Group for Qin Feng's return. So that's how it is. That saves me a lot of explaining. Qin Feng understood. Liu Chan was still lying in Qin Feng's embrace. Moreover, she hugged Qin Feng very tightly. Qin Feng could clearly feel the softness being squeezed and deformed. The fragrance on Liu Chen's body was extremely enchanting. It was a familiar yet long-lost scent. Liu Chen shrieked and suddenly jumped out of Qin Feng's embrace. Chunchin, you scared me to death. Qin Feng looked like an innocent victim. Liu Chen was embarrassed and angry. She glared unhappily at Qin Feng. She discovered that even after so long, Qin Feng was still the same and hadn't changed at all. Why did you pinch my butt? And you used so much strength. It's already purple from your pinching. Qin Feng immediately ran to Liu Chen's side and squatted down. He lifted Liu Chen's skirt and was about to take off her stockings. Liu Chen was so scared that she pressed down on her skirt and retreated. Qin Feng, what are you doing? Chun, stop moving around. Let me look at your butt. Is it purple from my pinching? Does it hurt a lot? I'll help you take a look and rub it. If it's serious, you'll have to go to the hospital immediately. It won't be good if you lose your life. Seeing Qin Feng's serious expression, Liu Chen gritted her teeth and stomped her feet. Are you sick? If you're sick, then hurry and go get it treated. Will someone die if your butt turns purple? Don't try to find excuses to take advantage of me. I won't fall for it. Oh, actually, I'm not too sure either. How about you pinch my butt, and I'll see if I die. Qin Feng looked seriously at Liu Chen and received a roar from Liu Chen. Pinch your grandpa. Chapter 494. Liu Chen was about to cry from anger at Qin Feng. She had already escaped to her office. Liu Chen was indescribably happy as she sat in her office chair. Recently, she had been worried about Qin Feng's safety. Now that he had returned safe and sound, Liu Chun felt a weight lifted from her heart. Moreover, Qin Feng had returned triumphantly, reclaimed royal group, and given the position of executive director to Liu Chun. Liu Chen's heart was filled with warmth. Dang, dang, dang. There was a knock on the door. Liu Chun hurriedly put away her silly smile and put on her usual cold expression as she said in a low voice, "Come in." "Haha. General Manager Li, you're such a dutiful employee. When did I come to find you? You've always buried your head in work." A man with a swollen face chuckled as he walked in. It was as if he had just been beaten. Liu Chen looked at the man, and a trace of disgust flashed through her eyes. This man was called Hedong, and he was the HR manager of Royal Group. Ever since he came to the company 4 months ago, he had been chasing after Liu Chen. He liked to go to Liu Chen's office whenever he had something to do. After work, he would block the entrance of the company to give Liu Chen flowers and ask her to watch movies. Liu Chen naturally refused, but Hedong didn't give up. After a while, Liu Chun was annoyed by Hedong. "Manager Hua, did someone just beat you up?" Liu Chen looked at Hedong's swollen face and felt indescribably happy. If she knew who hit Hedong, she would definitely thank that person in person. Hedong looked awkward, but he was thick-skinned and quickly recovered his lecherous smile. "I accidentally fell down. Who would dare to hit me in Acropolis City?" "That's right, General Manager Li, are you free tonight? I'll treat you to a movie." Liu Chen didn't believe that Hedong's face was from a fall because both sides of his face were swollen. How could a person fall so symmetrically? "I'm working overtime tonight, so I'm not free. If there's nothing else, you can leave." Liu Chen's attitude was cold, but Hedong seemed to be used to being rejected. He didn't get angry and continued to smile. "General Manager Li, don't be in such a hurry to chase me away. Actually, I came here to tell you something big." Hedong had a mysterious look on his face, and Liu Chen couldn't be bothered to look at him anymore. "If you have something to say, spit it out. I have people in Royal Group. My second uncle is a manager in the company's management. He just told me that the upper management department just had a meeting. Our company has a new CEO, and they're going to transfer personnel this afternoon. This is a golden opportunity. Seeing how hard General Manager Li works, I'll put in a good word for you in the afternoon meeting and try to get you promoted a few ranks." Liu Chen thought that Hedong had some big news and couldn't help but snort coldly. It seems that Manager Hua has a lot of influence. Can he promote anyone he wants? Liu Chen had been appointed as the administrative director by Qin Feng, so she was naturally more concerned about the problems within the company. She was trying to get information out of Hedong. Hedong foolishly thought that Liu Chen was moved. He immediately patted his chest and said, "Hey, isn't it just promoting someone? To me, Hedong, this is child's play. Did you forget that I'm the human resources manager? My second uncle also said that he'll try to promote me to the administrative department manager. My future is limitless. General Manager Li, you won't lose out if you follow me. Don't talk nonsense. You can leave now." Liu Chen's expression turned cold. She wanted to slap Hedong. She had already decided to kick Hedong and his second uncle out of the company during the HR change meeting in the afternoon. "General Manager Li, if you still have this attitude, then it's no fun. You have to understand that although I'm very capable in the company, I can't help other women get promoted. If you're not willing to listen to me, then you'll be fired by the company." Hedong had already lost his patience. He completely shed all pretense of cordiality with Liu Chen. He wanted to use this opportunity to force Liu Chen. Scram. Liu Chen couldn't be bothered to look at Hedong. "Motherfucker. You stinking bitch. Can't you speak to your elder properly? Do you really think you're a plaything? Your elder is telling you. I've slept with many women like you. You usually pretend to be aloof, chaste, and self-loving. But after you're fucking wild. I think you're one of those bitches." Slap. Hedong's words angered Liu Chen so much that her entire body trembled. She slapped him without hesitation. Hedong had just been beaten up by Qin Feng in the morning, so his face was swollen. Liu Chen had used quite a bit of strength in her slap, so Hedong's wound, which had just healed, split open again. He wailed in pain. "Whore, you fucking dare to hit me. Your elder will show you how capable you are. I'll take care of you right now." Huadong didn't know how many times Li Yuchun had rejected him. In reality, he had been suppressing his anger towards Li Yuchun for a long time. At this time, Huadong completely shed all pretense of cordiality and exploded. He bared his fangs and brandished his claws as he pounced on Li Yuchun. What are you doing? Fuck off. Li Yuchun jumped in fright and dodged Huadong in a panic. At this time, the door to the room opened and a figure flashed by. He was already standing in front of Huadong. Fuck off. Which son of a bitch is blocking in front of your elder? Hurry up and fuck off, or else your elder will fire you. Huadong raised his head and recognized Qin Feng. He was so scared that he retreated 3 steps. It's you? Why are you here? Why can't I be here? But you don't seem to have changed. Qin Feng originally wanted to find Li Yuchun to attend the HR change meeting, but he didn't expect to see this scene. Huadong's face was done by Qin Feng. He hated Qin Feng to death, but Qin Feng was too strong. So Huadong didn't dare to act recklessly. You're from our company? How come I've never seen you before? I'm new today, Qin Feng said with a smile. Huadong let out a sigh of relief and immediately became domineering. Humph. So you're going to work at Royal Group, brat. Then you better behave yourself. Let me tell you, I'm the manager of Royal Group's HR department. If you want to do well in the future, you'll have to curry favor with me. Really? The HR manager has that much power? Qin Feng said dumbly. His acting was extremely realistic, and Li Yuchun couldn't help but want to laugh. Huadong looked at Qin Feng's dumbfounded expression. It was obvious that Qin Feng was new to the company and had started from the bottom. He was full of confidence and wasn't afraid of Qin Feng. Of course, the HR manager is very powerful. It's normal that you don't understand since you're new. How about this? From now on, you'll be my lackey and listen to my commands. As long as you perform well, I'll promote you. That way, we'll forget about our previous unhappiness. Qin Feng was very skilled, and Huadong wanted to subdue him. In the future, if he wanted to beat someone up, he could just call Qin Feng out. That sounds pretty good, but how can I trust you? What if I become your lackey and do my best to work for you, but you still remember the grudge from before and deliberately mess with me? Qin Feng said dumbly. How about this? The company is going to hold a personnel change meeting in a bit. At that time, I'll promote you to the position of vice manager of the HR department. That should be fine, right? Huadong said. Qin Feng looked like he was deep in thought. In the end, he nodded. Okay, then I believe you. When you really pull me to the position of vice manager of the HR department, I'll be your lackey. No problem. Huadong was very happy. If he had Qin Feng as his lackey, he could do whatever he wanted in the future. If he didn't like someone, he could just call Qin Feng to beat them up. Qin Feng's sudden arrival spoiled Huadong's mood. Naturally, he couldn't continue to force himself on Li Yuchun. He coldly glared at Li Yuchun and left, pleased with himself. Qin Feng, that person was going to bully me. Are you going to pretend you didn't see it? Li Yuchun felt a bit disappointed. She had seen Su Ruoro being bullied by Wang Chao before. Qin Feng directly beat Wang Chao up in the sales hall. Could it be that she had no place in Qin Feng's heart? Qin Feng patted Li Yuchun's shoulder and said with a smile, Of course I saw it. But there's no rush. In a moment, during the HR transfer meeting, I'll help you teach that guy a good lesson. That's what you said. I'll wait and see. Li Yuchun glared at Qin Feng and followed him to the top floor. In the conference room on the top floor of the Royal Group, the oval table was already crowded with people. Almost every department's vice manager and above had come. The seat of honor at the oval table was still empty. It was said that it was the seat of the new CEO. Wang Junzheng sat ramrod straight in the seat of honor across from him. He had already received Qin Feng's order to host the HR transfer meeting. After waiting for another 5 minutes, all the seats at the round table were filled except for the seat of the new CEO. Qin Feng and Li Yuchun were also sitting below. Haha. Sorry, I'm late. Huadong suddenly ran in from outside the door. He looked breathless. As soon as he entered the room, he cried out in surprise, Huh? Where's my seat? Why are all the seats full? There were a total of 43 people invited to the HR transfer meeting. They were all people in charge of various departments. so the prepared seats were exactly 43. Of course, the seats of honor for Wang Junjing and the new CEO were not included. Hey, who's sitting in my seat? Hurry up and stand up. This is a HR transfer meeting. Not just anyone can sneak in. Huadong suddenly became angry and yelled at the crowd. Huadong was the HR manager in the company. He had the support of his second uncle, who was in the upper management department. Even if everyone was unhappy with his performance, no one dared to stand up and criticize him. Chapter 495. Huadong was speechless when Qin Feng stole Huadong's position. He couldn't get angry at Qin Feng because he was prepared to take Qin Feng in as his little brother. Ahem. Huadong, go get a chair and sit down. Everyone's been waiting for you for so long. Don't waste their time. Huadong's second uncle, Hua Hua, glared at him. Huadong immediately stopped jumping and obediently sat down next to Qin Feng. Little brother, did you see that? The person who just spoke to me is my second uncle. He's the manager of the upper management department of the company. I'll ask him to promote you in a bit. Huadong boasted to Qin Feng as soon as he sat down. Qin Feng wanted to use this personnel change meeting to fire Huadong and his second uncle. However, Qin Feng didn't know who Huadong's second uncle was. Now that Huadong pointed it out himself, it saved Qin Feng a lot of trouble. All right, since everyone is here, let's begin the royal group's personnel change meeting. Qin Feng secretly nodded at Wang Jun. Wang Jun immediately stood up to host the meeting. However, everyone looked at Wang Jun blankly. An old employee of the upper management department stood up and asked, Director Wang, didn't you say that our royal group has a new CEO? Isn't it a bit inappropriate for us to have a meeting without the new CEO? This person's confusion was the same as everyone else's. Wasn't it inappropriate to have a meeting without the new CEO? Wang Jun didn't care about this issue. He waved his hand to signal for everyone to be quiet and said unhurriedly, the new CEO has already instructed me to host this meeting. He's still busy with other things, so he won't be coming. Everyone understood that it was actually better if the new CEO didn't come. This way, everyone could use their connections to think of ways to promote their positions. Now, everyone is free to speak. The heads of each department can promote employees that they think are capable and outstanding. I will handle this according to the circumstances and consider everyone's opinions. After Wang Jun finished speaking, he sat down. Then, the heads of each department stood up and began to make recommendations. Wang Jun already had a copy of the personnel transfer list in his hands. Among the suggestions from the various department heads, some of them were in line with Wang Jun's thoughts, but there were also some that Wang Jun had never heard of before. Presumably, these people were trying to rope in their relatives to work for the company. However, Wang Jun did not say anything. He noted down the names of these heads and prepared to deal with them later. Soon, it was Hua Hua's turn. He stood up and said, I would like to recommend Huadong from the HR department. His position in the company is quite high, and the benefits he has brought to the company are obvious to all. Huadong is an upright and hardworking man. He often works late into the night and lives in the company. Hua Hua seemed to have prepared his recommendation. It was like a speech. He didn't even blush when he told the lie. Many people held back from spitting it out. Haha, little brother, did you see that? My second uncle is so literary. I was almost moved to tears by his words. I didn't think that he would describe me so realistically. This is me in my daily life. Looks like I'm definitely going to enter the company's management after this personnel transfer. Huadong was extremely excited. He purposely glanced at Liu Chun and said arrogantly, Humph, some women are going to be fired in a while. Liu Chun couldn't stand Huadong's smug face. She wanted to stand up and refute him. However, Qin Feng was one step ahead and pressed down on Liu Chun's thigh. He even touched it unscrupulously. Liu Chun's charming face turned red, and she didn't even have the strength to stand up. Manager Hua is indeed amazing. You have to promote me later. Qin Feng looked at Huadong with a smile. At this moment, it was Huadong's turn to make his recommendation. He gave Qin Feng a look that said, Don't worry. Then, he swaggered to his feet and said, Ahem. Finally, it's my turn. I'll recommend a subordinate. He's diligent, hardworking, and ambitious. He's young and promising. I suggest the company let him be the assistant manager of the Human Resources Department. I believe he'll do very well. Huadong didn't stop after he recommended Qin Feng. He continued, next, I'll report someone else. She's General Manager Li of the Sales Department. This woman doesn't know how to work properly during working hours. She's always thinking of using her body to climb the ranks. Not long ago, she came to me and said she wanted to spend a night with me. She asked me to promote her to the company's management. I'm an upright and honest person, so why would I collude with her? Now, I'll expose her in front of everyone. I hope the company's senior management will pay attention to this matter. After Huadong finished speaking, he sat back down proudly. Liu Chun was so angry that she gnashed her teeth. However, Qin Feng still placed his hand on her stocking thigh and gently comforted her. After an unknown amount of time, everyone had finished speaking. At this time, the group of senior management started to tally everyone's opinions. They were in a heated discussion and making a decision. 10 minutes later, Wang Jun stood up with a name list in his hand. The meeting room instantly fell into silence. Everyone knew it was time to announce the results of the personnel transfer. Everyone was extremely nervous. Next, I'll announce the results of the personnel transfer of the Royal Group. First, I'll announce the names of the fired employees. Wang Jun paused intentionally. Everyone could hear the sound of deep breathing. They didn't expect that there would be people fired in this personnel transfer. Everyone prayed that they weren't the ones who were fired. However, Huadong crossed his legs and didn't look worried at all. He even looked at Liu Chun with a gloating expression. The person who was fired was none other than Liu Chen. Liu Chun was panting with rage. She felt like she was about to explode. However, she knew Qin Feng had a plan, so she endured it. She was afraid that she would ruin his plan. The names of the fired employees of the Royal Group are HR Manager Huadong, Administrative Assistant Manager Hua Hua, General Manager of the Finance Department Zhang Su. Rumble. Huadong's brain exploded. His ears buzzed, and he couldn't hear Wang Jun's words anymore. He stood up abruptly and looked at Wang Jun as if he had seen a ghost. Director Wang, did I hear wrong? I'm fired? Did you just read the name list of the promoted employees? If you want to fire someone, you should fire that slut, Liu Chen. I dare you to call me slut again. A beautiful figure suddenly stood up. Liu Chen couldn't hold it in any longer. When Qin Feng withdrew his hand from her thigh, Liu Chen knew it was time to make a move. She stood up immediately and slapped Huadong's face. Slap. The slap was so loud that it echoed in the meeting room. Everyone was dumbfounded. They didn't expect a lowly sales manager like Liu Chun to slap Huadong in public. It seemed like Liu Chun was really fired this time. As for the dismissal list that Wang Jun had just read out, no one took it seriously. They all thought that Wang Jun had read it wrongly. Because from the names on the list, they were all people with power and influence in the company. Fuck. You dare hit me? You slut. You're courting death. Huadong had just heard that he was fired, and then he was slapped in public by Liu Chen. He was so angry that his lungs were about to explode. His expression was fierce, and he pounced at Liu Chen like a madman. Qin Feng grabbed Huadong's claw. No matter how much strength Huadong used, he couldn't move it at all. Stinking brat, are you trying to rebel? You're my little brother. Hurry and let go of your elder and help me catch that slut. Huadong glared at Qin Feng with a fiendish expression. Qin Feng didn't need to do anything. Liu Chun slapped him again. You still dare to curse? Chun-chin, does your hand hurt? Do you need me to slap her for you? Qin Feng ignored Huadong's threats and asked Liu Chun. Liu Chun had wanted to slap Huadong for a long time. Now that Huadong was subdued by Qin Feng, Liu Chun could slap him freely. How could she let go of such a good opportunity to vent? No need. It's more satisfying if I slap her myself. Thus, under everyone's astonished gazes, Liu Chen happily and angrily slapped Huadong. At first, Huadong was arrogant and despotic. Later, his entire face swelled like a pig's head. He was in so much pain that he started to kneel and beg for mercy. Great aunt, please spare me. My mouth is cheap. Everything I said was bullshit. Don't take it seriously. Huadong knelt on the ground like a mangy dog. Everyone was so shocked that their eyeballs almost popped out. Huadong usually relied on his second uncle's position in the company's management to act tyrannically and arrogantly. Now, he was battered and battered by Liu Chen. This scene was like a dream. It didn't seem real. Huahua was also completely dumbfounded. He didn't understand how a mere sales manager like Liu Chen could be so arrogant. Also, who was that stinking brat who grabbed Huadong? He didn't usually see him at the company. Phew, I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired. My hand is swollen. Liu Chen couldn't remember how many times she slapped Huadong. In any case, her hand hurt, so she stopped. Huadong's entire face was swollen like a basketball. It was blue and purple and looked frightening. No one could recognize his original appearance. Qin Feng tossed Huadong aside and walked to Liu Chen's side. He held Liu Chen's right hand in his palm. Waves of warm inner qi entered Liu Chen's body and quickly dissolved the clotted blood around her palm. Huh, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Qin Feng, how did you do that? At first, Liu Chen thought Qin Feng came to take advantage of her, but she quickly realized that wasn't the case. The scene of Qin Feng treating Liu Chen's illness was not what everyone thought. They all thought that after Qin Feng and Liu Chen teamed up to beat Huadong, they began to be affectionate and comforting each other. This arrogant behavior made Huahua unable to hold it in any longer. General Manager Li, do you know what you're doing? You actually dared to hit someone in public. I don't think Royal Group will tolerate a violent person like you. I'll ask the upper management to negotiate and fire this woman. And that man, he's General Manager Li's accomplice. He should be dealt with as well. Chapter 496. Huahua, shut your mouth. Wang Jun suddenly roared angrily, scaring everyone into silence. Huahua looked at Wang Jun as if he had seen a ghost. The rest of the employees also had different expressions. Most of them looked confused. No matter what, Huahua was still a senior manager of the company, and Liu Chen was just a supervisor in the sales department. Qin Feng, on the other hand, was a new face to everyone. Everyone treated him as a new employee. How could Wang Jun completely fall out with Huahua because of these two people? Director Wang, what do you mean? Huahua suppressed his anger and glared at Wang Jun with dissatisfaction. Wang Jun trembled with anger. What do I mean? I told you to shut your mouth, so shut your mouth. Are you going to question my words? Seeing that Wang Jun was really angry, everyone was nervous to death. Huahua was also woken up by the scolding. His position was much lower than Wang Jun's. Director Wang, how could I dare to question your words? I'll shut my mouth right now. Huahua started to give in, but Wang Jun's attitude towards him was still cold. After glaring at Huahua, Wang Jun immediately changed his attitude to one of respect. He looked at Qin Feng and Liu Chen. We were talking nicely just now, but Huahua interrupted us. Now, let me introduce everyone. General Manager Li of the Sales Department has been promoted to the Director of the Group's Administrative Department. Whoosh! Wang Jun's news came too suddenly. The employees below him couldn't stay calm. A small General Manager of the Sales Department was directly promoted to the Director of the Administrative Department? This was simply a legendary story of an otaku turning into a Ms. Perfect. Didn't this only happen on television? How could it happen in real life? Director Wang, are you sure you didn't say anything wrong? What the fuck is this? Huahua had just calmed down, but now he was on the verge of collapse again. He didn't understand Wang Jun today. He actually fired him and Huadong and made Liu Chen the director of the administrative department? In reality, before Royal Group was taken back by Qin Feng, although Wang Jun held a high position in the company, he almost never interfered with the matters of the upper management. He even turned a blind eye to Huahua bending the law to force his nephew, Huadong, into the company. Of course, aside from Huadong and Huahua, there were many employees who entered the company through the back door. Wang Jun didn't care about them. It wasn't that he didn't want to be responsible, but he didn't dare to interfere. He was deeply afraid that if his performance in the company was too strong, he would be fired by the previous bosses behind the scenes. That would go against Wang Jun's original intentions. Now, things were different. Qin Feng had returned, and the royal group had once again fallen into the hands of the Acropolis City's Qin family. Wang Jun was Qin Huang's trusted aide, so he naturally had to work with Qin Feng to crack down on the corruption that had recently appeared in the royal group. Hua, didn't you hear what I said earlier? You and Huadong have been fired by the company, so you no longer have the right to speak here. You'd better shut up. Don't piss me off. Wang Jun had long disliked Hua, and now he glared at him coldly. Hua was truly frightened. For a moment, he couldn't understand Wang Jun's intentions. Hua could only keep his mouth shut and continue to watch the situation unfold. Wang Jun's sudden aggressiveness caused everyone to hold their breaths. At this moment, everyone was sitting cautiously in their seats, not daring to move a muscle. They were deeply afraid of accidentally provoking Wang Jun, and if that happened, they would be the next one to be fired. General Manager Li's promotion to Director of the Administrative Department was unanimously approved after careful consideration and strict investigation by our upper management department. General Manager Li works hard in the sales department, is diligent and motivated, and wholeheartedly works for the royal group. Our group needs talents like General Manager Li. Everyone can learn from General Manager Li, and in the future, you will also have the opportunity to skip ranks and be promoted like her. Wang Jun's words made everyone excited. It turned out that every employee had the opportunity to skip ranks and be promoted. This way, everyone was filled with confidence in the royal group. It was a fact that Li Yuqian had become the director of the administrative department. However, Huadong and Hua still couldn't accept this fact. The situation shouldn't have developed this way. They even planned to promote themselves to the administrative department and wield great power. They should have fired Li Yuqian directly, but that wasn't the case at all. However, at this time, an even more shocking news came. Wang Jun suddenly said in an incomparably solemn tone, "Now, let's welcome the new CEO of the royal group to his seat." As soon as Wang Jun finished speaking, he took the lead and stood up to applaud. The others also stood up in a daze, as if they were still in a daze. Everyone's gaze turned to the door of the conference room in unison. They wondered if the new CEO had finished his work and suddenly returned. However, after looking for a long time, there was no one at the door. Instead, Li Yuqian suddenly held Qin Feng's arm and walked to the empty seat at the head of the table. After arriving at the head of the table, Qin Feng elegantly sat down. Li Yuqian stood behind Qin Feng and massaged his shoulders and back. Everyone's eyes widened, and their jaws dropped to the floor. He's the new CEO? No wonder Director Wang is so protective of him. So that's why. Huadong and Hua just wanted to suppress Li Yuqian. Aren't they seeking death? Li Yuqian is obviously the new CEO's woman. The new CEO is so young, tall, handsome, and rich. I wonder if he needs a mistress. Everyone couldn't accept the fact that Qin Feng was the new CEO, so they started to chatter. Huadong and Hua, on the other hand, stared at Qin Feng as if their own father had died. At this moment, they all understood and regretted it so much that their intestines turned green. This was especially true for Huadong. When he thought about how he acted pretentiously in front of Qin Feng and how he said he would take Qin Feng in as his follower and promote him in the future, Huadong wanted to bang his head against the wall and die. Ahem. Everyone, please quiet down, Qin Feng suddenly said. In the next second, the noisy conference room became so quiet that even the sound of a pin dropping could be heard. I've given Director Wang full authority to manage the royal group's personnel change meeting. Now that Director Wang and the company's senior management team have agreed on the transfer plan, he will continue to announce everyone's transfer status. Qin Feng gave Wang Jun a look, and Wang Jun immediately picked up the announcement list and continued to read it. This time, the personnel change in royal group was huge. 6 people were directly kicked out of the senior management team, and 5 of them were demoted to the lower departments. The other departments had even more drastic changes. Some people were promoted, while others were demoted or fired. When the list of personnel transfers was read to the end, people with discerning eyes could already see the situation. This time, the transfer of personnel was very fair and reasonable. Most of those who had previously come in through relatives and connections had resigned, while those who were usually diligent had also received a large promotion. This time, the list of personnel transfers has been announced. Those whose names are not read out will have their positions temporarily unchanged. I'm sure everyone can see that our new CEO adheres to the principle of fair treatment. As long as you're willing to work hard and wholeheartedly create value for the company, you'll be promoted. As for those who just eat and drink, they'll all be eliminated. So, everyone, keep working hard in the future. I hope that in the next personnel meeting, you'll all be able to climb to the positions you want. Qin Feng had already achieved the results he had hoped for with this HR change meeting. He had specifically used Huadong and Huahua as examples of parasites and fired them. He had also used Li Yuchen as a role model and promoted her 3 ranks in a row to motivate the employees. The personnel change meeting was over, and the employees left one after another. Some of their expressions were dejected, while others were pleasantly surprised. Young Master Qin, what should we do with these 2 people? After everyone left, Huadong and Huahua still hadn't left. At this time, the 2 of them directly knelt in front of Qin Feng and continuously tried to curry favor with him. Chairman Qin, please spare us this time. We don't want to leave. We've developed deep feelings for Royal Group, and we've long treated this place as our home. How could you bear to let us be homeless? As long as Chairman Qin is willing to spare us this time, we swear that in the future, we'll do our best to serve Royal Group. Qin Feng looked at the 2 of them kneeling in front of his shoes like lapdogs. He turned his head and said to Li Yuchen, "What do you think?" Li Yuchen raised her eyebrows. She detested Huadong, but seeing that Qin Feng had asked her, Li Yuchen said with some dissatisfaction, "If you want to let them go, then let them go. After all, I'm your subordinate, so what I say doesn't matter." Qin Feng used his index finger to poke Li Yuchen's head and said, "What are you thinking? These kinds of people dared to humiliate you. So how could I let them go? I'm asking you, do you want to slap that Huadong a few more times? If not, I'll have people throw them out." Oh, I won't slap them anymore. I won't slap them anymore. Li Yuchen suddenly came to her senses, and her depressed mood instantly improved. Huadong let out a sigh of relief. Then, he saw Li Yuchen bouncing to his side. She fiercely stomped on Huadong's body with her sharp high heels. "My hand hurts from slapping you. I'll just stomp a few times and it'll be fine." Li Yuchen stomped on him merrily, and Huadong wailed like a ghost and howled like a wolf in pain. Howard shrank to the side and watched. He felt that it was frightening, but he didn't dare to go up and stop them. "Chunchen, it's about time. You're going to stomp this person to death." Qin Feng saw that Huadong's eyes were rolling back from being stomped on, so he stopped Li Yuchen. I was too excited just now and didn't notice. How come he's frothing at the mouth?" Li Yuchen jumped in fright when she saw Huadong's miserable appearance. "I can only say that you're too fat. You should lose weight." Qin Feng didn't even look at Huadong. He pulled Li Yuchen and left. "Director Wang, I'll leave the rest to you." Li Yuchen walked out of the office with Qin Feng in a huff. She complained to Qin Feng along the way. "Are you blind? How am I fat? Look at my waist. There's not a single bit of fat." "Really? Then pull up your shirt and let me see if you really don't have any fat," Qin Feng said seriously. Li Yuchen pulled up the corner of her shirt that was tucked into her half-skirt. Then, she lifted the corner and revealed her flat little belly. Her belly button was exquisite and sexy, and Qin Feng's eyes shone when he saw it. "See? There's not a single bit of fat. If you dare to call me fat in the future, be careful that I step on you too." Li Yuchen glared at Qin Feng with a smug expression. Qin Feng immediately reached out and touched Li Yuchen's belly. "Huh? There really isn't any fat. Chunchen, your skin is so good." "Hee, of course, I take care of my skin." Li Yuchen giggled happily after being praised by Qin Feng. Halfway through her giggling, she suddenly realized that something was wrong. She immediately slapped Qin Feng's hand away and quickly tucked the corner of her shirt back into her half-skirt. You pervert. Where are you putting your hand?" I just want to see if you don't have any fat down there." Qin Feng laughed evilly. Chapter 497. Qin Feng, why did you bring me to the Royal Hotel? You don't tell me you want to get a room with me? Li Yuchen looked at the imposing Royal Hotel and maintained a safe distance from Qin Feng with a vigilant expression. Qin Feng curled his lips and said disdainfully, "What are you thinking, you damned girl? It's enough for you to become a Ms. Perfect and sit in the position of the chief executive officer of the royal group. Do you really want to have a relationship with me and marry into a rich family? Even if you beg me, I still have to think about it. Liu Chun was so angry that her large chest heaved up and down. She glared at Qin Feng and yelled, "Go die! You make it seem like I like you. Even if you gave me all of the Qin Manor's assets, I still wouldn't marry you." The two were like a pair of quarrelsome lovers. From the moment they walked out of the royal group's doors, they argued until now. Qin Feng stared at Liu Chin's slender and beautiful legs wrapped in black silk and said casually, "Stop dreaming. I won't give you the Qin Manor's assets. I already said I wouldn't want it even if you gave it to me for free." Liu Chin's angry appearance was cold and cute. Many passers-by couldn't help but glance at her a few more times. "I already said I wouldn't give it to you. Why are you still daydreaming?" Qin Feng curled his lips. Liu Chun was so angry that her lungs were about to explode. She found that Qin Feng was still as shameless and vulgar as before. This person was completely unreasonable and inverted right and wrong. Liu Chun was too lazy to argue with him. "And that's more like it. First, obediently be your administrative director. If you perform well, I can consider adding you to my harem queue. When this young master is in a good mood, I'll flip your cards." "You." Liu Qin glared angrily, but couldn't say a word for a while. Qin Feng saw Liu Qin's deflated appearance and felt indescribably happy. He went up and rubbed Liu Qin's head. He suddenly said seriously, "Go up, find a woman called by Qing, and promote her to be the vice president of the royal hotel. I still have things to do, so I'll be leaving first. Wait for me to come back and find you guys." Qin Feng left as soon as he said he would. When Liu Chun came back to her senses, she found that Qin Feng had already disappeared. She remembered that Qin Feng had told her to take care of official business, but she had misunderstood him. Liu Qin's face instantly became red, and she shyly walked into the royal hotel. Under the night sky, the Acropolis city was a scene of debauchery and debauchery. It was the time for everyone to tear off their masks and reveal their true selves. Qin Feng had the head of a wolf and the body of a human. His red cloak fluttered in the wind as he stood at the top of a large tree, overlooking the nearby Sima family residence. "Hey, big brother Qin." Qin Feng took out his cell phone and made a call. Soon, a familiar voice came from the other side. "Yunza, how are things on your side?" "Big brother Qin, don't worry. I'm already standing guard outside the Feng family's old mansion. Your friend is also here. He's right beside me. We're waiting for your orders at any time," Yunze said respectfully. Ever since Qin Feng gave Yunze the blood chi pill last night and helped him break through to stage 4 inner chi, Yunze was extremely grateful to Qin Feng. He respected Qin Feng as if he was his own brother. Not long ago, Yunze received a call from Qin Feng. Qin Feng gave him a mission to guard near the Feng family and attack the Feng family tonight. With Yunze's current strength, he was still a little lacking in taking down the Feng family. Thus, Qin Feng sent him a helper, and this helper was an expert like the sword god, Shimen Chui Shui. Qin Feng set up a grand scheme to confuse Xiao 11 Lang, and this exciting battle was about to begin tonight. "All right, wait for my news." Qin Feng hung up the call with Yunze and then called Zhang Hui. "Io, Ancestor Qin, what orders do you have?" Zhang Hui had been hit by Qin Feng's 5 poison needle, so he really treated Qin Feng like an ancestor. After all, his life was in Qin Feng's hands. "Little Hui Zi, are there any movements on your side?" Qin Feng asked indifferently. "Ancestor Qin, I was just about to report to you, but I didn't expect you to call me first. Not long ago, my grandfather sent many experts from the Zhang family to guard the Sima family's old residence. According to my inquiries, the Feng family's old man also sent people over. Ancestor Qin, the Sima family is heavily guarded tonight. You must not go over." Zhang Hui looked like he cared a lot about Qin Feng, but Qin Feng knew very well that Zhang Hui cared about his life. If he died, who would cure him? "I don't need you to teach me what to do. You just need to do as I say." Qin Feng's voice suddenly turned cold, and Zhang Hui was so scared that he peed his pants. Yes, Ancestor Qin is right. If you have any arrangements, just tell me. I will definitely do as you say." Seeing that Zhang Hui was as timid as a mouse and did not dare to betray him, Qin Feng said, "In a while, I will bring people to attack the Feng family. Your Zhang family members better not get involved. Even if the person behind the scenes orders you to go to the Feng family to support them, you can just bring a few people to put on an act. If you really dare to make a move, then I won't let you live." Ah, oh, all right, all right. Ancestor Qin, don't worry. Even if you lend our Zhang family 10 guts, we won't dare to go against you. Zhang Hui had witnessed Qin Feng's valiant skills at the royal clubhouse, so how would he dare to fight with Qin Feng? He couldn't wait for the Zhang family to hide far away from Qin Feng in the future. After hanging up on Qin Feng, Zhang Hui immediately went to make arrangements. Qin Feng stood at the top of a tree. The surroundings of the Sima family's old residence were shrouded in the darkness of the night, and nothing unusual could be seen. Qin Feng bought a talisman of clairvoyance from the system and activated the incantation for the talisman of clairvoyance. The scene before Qin Feng's eyes changed drastically. In the dark corners outside the old residence, behind the buildings, and under various concealments that could be used to hide, black-clothed people were all hiding. There were more than 30 of them. Although the number of people was not a lot, they were all martial artists with different strengths. This kind of martial artist team was still very destructive. Xiao the 11th Lang? It seems like you have a lot of hatred for me. I want to see, who exactly are you? An evil smile flashed across Qin Feng's face. He swiped his phone a few times and sent a message to Yun Zhe. Begin the operation. In an unremarkable rental house outside the Sima family's old residence in Acropolis City, two figures stood in front of the window. They could see the entire Sima family from there. "Young master, the troops have been arranged. Now, the Sima family has been surrounded by our people. If Qin Feng dares to come tonight, he won't be able to escape even if he has wings." The man who spoke wore a black cloak that covered his face, and his voice was a little old. "If Qing Lang is Qin Feng, then he will definitely come tonight," said the black-clothed man who stood in front of the window with binoculars. From his voice, he sounded like a youth. "Young master, Qing Lang clearly said he would take action tomorrow night. Why did young master arrange such a large force tonight?" The elder was a little puzzled. "Uncle Yin, you and I have fought with Qin Feng a few times. He is cunning and does not play by the rules. If Qing Lang is Qin Feng, then he said he would take action tomorrow to deceive people. Taking action one day earlier is more like Qin Feng's character." The young man smiled warmly as if he really understood Qin Feng. "So that's how it is. If young master says so, then it is indeed possible." Uncle Yin had a look of sudden realization. "Young master, there's a call for you." At this moment, Uncle Fu's phone rang, and he immediately gave it to the youth. The youth looked at the displayed number on the phone and raised his eyebrows. "What is it?" "Master, it's bad. It's bad. Qin Feng is here." Zhang Hui's urgent voice came from the phone. The youth frowned. "Qin Feng? Where is he? He just killed his way to the Feng family. I think Feng Xing and I offended Qin Feng last night, so he is vicious and merciless. Tonight, he took advantage of the night to kill the Feng family. Both sides have already started fighting." The youth already knew about Qin Feng appearing in Acropolis City last night and killing Feng Xing and his bodyguard. This was what Zhang Hui told the youth according to Qin Feng's words. It was because of this information that the youth suddenly changed his mind and came to the Sima family's heavily guarded area tonight. The youth had a premonition that Qing Lang was Qin Feng. He originally thought that everything was under his control and that he could completely eliminate Qin Feng tonight. However, Zhang Hui's sudden call destroyed all of the youth's thoughts and plans. Qin Feng went to the Feng family to start a massacre? Was he really going to come tomorrow night to exterminate the Sima family? This wasn't Qin Feng's style. Very quickly, the youth calmed down. His eyes flashed with a white light as he asked in a deep voice, "Where's your Zhang family's patriarch? Why didn't he call me to report this matter?" Zhang Hui didn't expect the person behind the scenes to be so cautious. His heart skipped a beat, but he still hurriedly said, "Master, our Zhang family and Feng family have already formed an alliance, and we have always advanced and retreated together. This time, the Feng family has encountered such a great disaster, and the elite guards of our two great families have all been dispatched to the Sima family's side. My grandfather hurriedly brought the rest of the family to the Feng family to support them. I'm calling you because I want to ask you to help us take down that little thief Qin Feng." Zhang Hui's tone was hurried, and he pretended to be serious. In reality, he still didn't understand Qin Feng's intentions. It was fine if he wanted to kill the Feng family, but why did he have to reveal his whereabouts to the person behind the scenes? However, Zhang Hui didn't care so much. He just had to obediently follow Qin Feng's orders. The youth was silent for a while. Finally, he gritted his teeth and said, "Stop Qin Feng for me. Don't let him escape. I'll bring people over now." After the phone hung up, Uncle Yin asked impatiently, "Young master, what happened?" "Fuck, I miscalculated. Qin Feng has already appeared. Immediately bring people to the Feng family. We must capture Qin Feng tonight." The youth waved his hand and took the lead to run downstairs. Uncle Yin was stunned. He didn't expect the young master to be tricked by Qin Feng. Chapter 498. Qin Feng stood at the top of the tree, paying attention to his surroundings. After waiting for a while, he discovered that the martial artists who were hiding in the shadows and behind the buildings were quickly retreating. In just a few seconds, all of them had left. Qin Feng's eyes lit up as he watched the people running in the dark. He saw two familiar figures at the forefront of the crowd. Both of them were wrapped in black robes and had black hats on their heads, so he couldn't see their faces clearly. However, Qin Feng recognized them immediately. They were the two people who had suddenly appeared in the Amethyst Dragon Palace 3 months ago. Qin Feng could conclude that Xiao 11 Lang was indeed the black-clothed man who had appeared in the Amethyst Dragon Palace. However, Qin Feng didn't chase after him. Putting aside the fact that he had brought more than 30 martial artists with him, the black-cloaked elder alone was a stage 8 inner chi expert. Since Shimen Shueishue wasn't by Qin Feng's side, Qin Feng wasn't stupid enough to throw his life away. Since he had seen through Xiao 11 Lang, Qin Feng planned to start with the Martial Art Alliance and find out Xiao 11 Lang's true identity. Under the night sky, Qin Feng leaped into the air. His body was as agile as a swallow, and in a few breaths, he landed in the Sima family's old residence. "Who is it? Who is standing there? Tell us your name, or else we won't be polite." Qin Feng had just landed when the 4 patrolling guards noticed him and shouted at him. When the 4 of them saw Qin Feng wearing a wolf mask in the middle of the night to scare people, they were shocked. Now they were suppressing a bellyful of anger. Qin Feng swaggered toward the Sima family's main residence as if he didn't see the 4 guards. The 4 guards' faces darkened, and they immediately pounced on him. "Brat, why are you wearing a werewolf mask in the middle of the night and pretending to be a ghost? Do you think I'm scared? You idiot! How dare you trespass on the Sima family's sacred ground? You deserve to die." The guard who rushed toward Qin Feng waved his fist and scolded him. However, before he could finish his sentence, Qin Feng raised his hand and a white light flashed. The guard's head flew into the air, and his blood splattered all over the ground. Hiss! Seeing this scene, the remaining 3 people stopped abruptly. They looked at Qin Feng with fear as if they had seen a ghost. They were so scared that their bodies trembled. They didn't even see how Qin Feng attacked, and their companion was already dead. "You? Who exactly are you? Are you a human or a ghost?" The remaining guards were so frightened that they didn't dare to approach Qin Feng. A wolf-headed man suddenly appeared in the middle of the night. Not only did he have a frightening appearance, but he also had strange skills. It was too terrifying. Tonight is the doomsday of the Sima family. I'm here to exterminate your family. If you don't want to die, get lost. Qin Feng was now a stage 4 inner chi expert, so his body was filled with inner chi. He used his inner chi to transmit his voice. His voice was loud and clear, and it spread in all directions. The 3 guards were all stage 1 inner chi martial artists. How could they withstand Qin Feng's berserk aura? They were suffocated by Qin Feng's aura and quickly hid in a corner. They wanted to see how the situation would develop before doing anything else. Qin Feng didn't care about the 3 of them and kicked the main residence's door. With a loud bang, the 2 solid metal doors, which weighed at least 400 kilograms, flew out like a kite with a broken string. Rumble. The solid iron gate smashed into the wall, and a portion of it sank in. Another loud bang rang out, causing the old main residence to shake slightly. The two loud noises were so loud that the lights in the Sima family's courtyard were lit up one after another. Many family members ran into the courtyard, and the courtyard instantly became a noisy and chaotic scene. What's going on? What happened? What the fuck? Who's not sleeping in the middle of the night? Why is he practicing martial arts in the courtyard? Fuck. What the hell is that? Why is he wearing a wolf-headed mask? Is he pretending to be a ghost in the middle of the night? I'm scared to death. The members of the Sima family quickly rushed to the big courtyard. The originally empty courtyard was now surrounded by people. These people chattered for a long time, but no one understood what was going on. They only realized that a strange wolf-headed man had suddenly appeared in the old mansion. The elder is here. Everyone, move aside. A low roar sounded. The people who were watching the commotion immediately quieted down and opened up a small path. The elder of the Sima family, Sima Gaofeng, walked out from the crowd. Behind him were his three sons. One of them was Sima Tu's father, Sima Haoran. What just happened? Why was there such a big commotion? Sima Gaofeng stood in front of the crowd and swept his cold gaze over them. Someone stood out and pointed at Qin Feng. Elder, I don't know where this stinking brat came from, but he's playing tricks in the middle of the night. I think the commotion just now was caused by him. Sima Gaofeng and his three sons' gazes simultaneously fell on Qin Feng. The old man was getting on in years. When he suddenly saw Qin Feng, this wolf-headed monster, he was so scared that his body visibly trembled, and he almost had a heart attack. Ayaya, what the fuck is this? You almost scared me to death. Who the fuck let you in? Do you know where this place is? This is the Sima family's territory. You brat, do you want to die? The third son, Sima Jun, was only 25 or 26 years old. Normally, he relied on his family's power to bully others and tyrannize women. At this age, he was still as crazy as a child. At this time, he was also shocked by Qin Feng's appearance. He didn't cover it up like the elder and his two brothers. Instead, he yelled out loud. Sima Gaofeng was extremely angry. He fiercely glared at his third son. Shut up. As a member of the Sima family, you're so scared of such a small thing. Don't you feel ashamed? Dad, you seem to be scared too. I saw your legs tremble a few times, and you almost fell. The third son looked at the elder with a deadpan expression. However, what greeted him was an angry slap from the elder. Evil creature, you evil creature. Shut up. Dad, are you blind from old age? Why did you hit me? That guy is over there. The third son was slapped for no reason, so he was so angry that he couldn't stop yelling. Sima Gaofeng almost fainted from anger. Sima Haoran glared at his third brother. Third brother, don't talk. In the Sima family, Sima Tu was the strongest among the younger generation. At such a young age, he stepped into the realm of Stage 4 inner Qi. However, Sima Tu was dead, and the strongest among the younger generation was only Stage 2 inner Qi. In Sima Haoran's generation, he was the strongest. Now, he was already a Stage 6 inner Qi martial artist. Sima Jun dared to talk back to the elder, but he didn't dare to argue with his big brother. Otherwise, his big brother would kill him with one slap. Stinking brat, who are you? Hurry up and take off the mask on your face, and I'll leave your corpse intact. Sima Haoran glared at Qin Feng with a condescending attitude. It was obvious that he didn't put Qin Feng in his eyes. Sima Haoran, how long has it been since we last met? Don't you recognize me? Back then, you ordered your son to unite the entire Sima family to deal with my family. You guys are very treacherous. Qin Feng's voice carried a trace of murderous intent when he saw the main character had come out. You know me? Who are you? I won't allow you to mention my son. Sima Haoran's expression changed drastically. His entire face became sinister. Sima Tu's sudden death was a huge blow to him. Whenever someone mentioned Sima Tu, Sima Haoran's emotions would go out of control. Who I am is not important anymore. What's important is that I'm going to annihilate your Sima family tonight. I'll let you taste the feeling of being annihilated. Qin Feng didn't waste any more words. As soon as he finished speaking, a white light shot out. Sima Haoran was filled with anger. He strode forward and grabbed Qin Feng's neck. What a joke. You think you can annihilate my Sima family? You're delusional. Poochie. The sound of skin and bones being cut rang out. Sima Haoran had just arrived by Qin Feng's side when his expression greatly changed. His eyes almost popped out of their sockets as he stared in shock at his right arm that had been sent flying. That was the arm he had used to capture Qin Feng. How did it suddenly disappear? Sima Haoran didn't even see how Qin Feng made his move. He was extremely shocked. Could it be that Qin Feng could condense qi to kill? That's the realm of half-step cultivation. Wah, big brother. Your arm flew out. Everyone in the Sima family was stunned when they saw this scene. Only Sima Jun was shouting excitedly and curiously. Halfway through his shouting, Sima Jun raised his voice by a decibel and shouted, Dad, what's wrong with you? Why did you faint just like that? I've already told you that you're old. Don't run around if you have nothing to do. Believe me now. The second son, Sima Di, was in no mood to pay attention to Sima Jun and the elder who had fainted. He was also shocked when he saw his big brother's arm was cut off by the wolf-headed man. From Sima Di's point of view, Qin Feng didn't even use any spiritual weapon. He could condense inner qi out of thin air and injure people from a distance. This was something only an inner qi master could do. Sima Di shook his head and cast these unrealistic thoughts aside. How many half-step cultivation experts were there in China? Rumor had it that in the secular world, only the 9 dragons and 5 tigers had unfathomable strength. Among them, the 9 dragons seemed to have stepped into the half-step cultivation realm. However, this was just a rumor. No one knew if it was true or not. The wolf-headed man in front of him sounded like a young man. Sima Di didn't believe that he was a half-step cultivation expert. Sima Di didn't care and rushed to help his big brother. What the fuck are you guys standing there for? Go and catch this stinking brat. I want him alive. Sima Di was a stage 4 inner qi expert. He was considered an expert in Acropolis City. He leaped and arrived in front of Qin Feng. Suddenly, a silver flexible sword appeared in his hand, and he swung it at Qin Feng's face. Hiss, hiss, hiss. The silver flexible sword was like a dancing silver snake. Qin Feng had just released a wind blade and was preparing for the second one. Seeing that the flexible sword was about to wrap around his head, Qin Feng waved his hand and an orange whip descended from the sky and tangled with the silver flexible sword. Crackle! The spirit snake whip was unstoppable. It pulled the flexible sword out of Sima Di's hand. Sima Di's expression changed drastically when the flexible sword left his hand. He hurriedly struck Qin Feng's chest with his palm. Qin Feng held the whip in his left hand and punched with his right fist. The air around him whistled. The combination of the winter iron glove and thunder tiger fist sent Sima Di flying like a ferocious tiger. Sima Di spat out a mouthful of blood in midair and fainted on the ground. Qin Feng stood at the same spot. A footprint was left on the ground under his feet. Apart from that, he wasn't injured at all. Kill. Let's kill this brat together. How dare you cause trouble in the Sima family's mansion in the middle of the night? Do you want to die? You think you're a werewolf just because you wear a wolf mask? You idiot. The members of the Sima family rushed at Qin Feng. Some of them had weapons in their hands, and some were barehanded. Qin Feng was immediately surrounded by a dense mass of people. There were at least 50 to 60 of them. Crackle! Qin Feng leaped into the air and swung the spirit snake whip. With a single lash, the people below him fell to the ground. Today is the doomsday of the Sima family. I'm here to exterminate your family. If you're not a member of the Sima family, get out of here. If you don't want to die, you can stay here. Qin Feng's cold voice echoed in the air as the long whip fell. Chapter 499. Qin Feng's strength was so powerful that it exceeded everyone's expectations. Less than half of these people were relatives of the Sima family, but the other half were guards, bodyguards, and handymen hired by the Sima family. Qin Feng had made it clear that he was here to exterminate the Sima family. It was obvious that the powerful person that the Sima family had offended had returned to seek revenge. Why would those who weren't relatives of the Sima family become the sacrificial lamb in this family war? Whoosh, 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 whoosh. The quiet courtyard was suddenly filled with the sound of wind. Streaks of white light flashed past like dazzling meteors. However, the white light was not only beautiful, but it also contained a strong killing intent. In an instant, more than 10 Sima family members fell to the ground. Some of them had broken arms, some lost legs, and some even lost their heads. Hiss! Qin Feng's overbearing strength completely shocked everyone. Whether it was the Sima family members or the guards hired by the Sima family, they all feared Qin Feng from the bottom of their hearts. Qin Feng's skills were so valiant that it was hard to fathom. No one saw how he attacked, but the courtyard had already turned into a bloody hell. I'll say it for the last time. Tonight, I'm here to exterminate the Sima family. You're not a member of the Sima family. Get out of here. Qin Feng's demonic voice resounded in the night sky. The guards and servants who were hesitant just a moment ago immediately broke into a run without thinking. That was definitely the posture and speed of escaping for their lives. After the first person ran away, more and more people ran away. The courtyard was instantly plunged into chaos. There were sounds of people begging for mercy and angry curses from the Sima family. Qin Feng didn't seem to see or hear them as he patiently waited for everyone to run for their lives. Soon, the courtyard regained its peace. This time, the originally dense crowd became few and far between. At a glance, there were only about 20 people left. You're Qin Feng? You must be Qin Feng. I know that orange-grade spirit whip and orange-grade boxing gloves you wore just now belong to Qin Feng. While everyone was running for their lives, Sima Haoran was secretly healing his injuries. At this moment, his broken arm had already stopped bleeding. Looking at his appearance, it seemed like losing an arm was not a big deal. So what if you know I'm Qin Feng? It's still death. When Qin Feng used the spirit snake whip and the winter iron gloves, he thought that the Sima family members might be able to see through his identity. However, Qin Feng didn't care because dead people wouldn't reveal any information. Qin Feng didn't waste any words. He suddenly raised his hand and a white light shot towards Sima Haoran's head. Clang! An ear-piercing collision sound rang out. Qin Feng's expression changed slightly. Sima Haoran took out a crescent moon blade out of nowhere. The large blade swept horizontally and directly blocked the wind blade. Qin Feng, how dare you kill my son? Today, I'll take your life as a sacrifice to his soul in heaven. After Sima Haoran guessed Qin Feng's identity, his entire appearance changed. His eyes were completely red, and his expression was sinister. He was almost as scary as Qin Feng's wolf mask. Clang! The 2-meter-long azure dragon saber came down from above Qin Feng's head. The body of the saber flickered with an orange glow, and spiritual chi flowed through it. It was actually an orange-grade spiritual equipment. Sima Haoran was a stage 6 inner chi martial artist. With the help of an orange-grade spiritual weapon, his strength was not to be underestimated. Qin Feng waved his hand and quickly took out the spear of rat halos. He swung it through the air and stabbed the crescent moon blade. Qin Feng didn't gain the upper hand in the head-on collision. Even though he had drunk the strength potion, his current stage 4 inner chi strength could only burst forth with the force of a stage 6 inner chi. He was on par with Sima Haoran. Both of them retreated 3 steps. Qin Feng slightly raised his brows while Sima Haoran laughed complacently. Ha ha ha, I thought you had a lot of ability, didn't you? You're just a sham. Your true strength is only at stage 4 inner chi. You want to destroy the Sima family with a rookie like you? What a joke. Big brother, let's not waste time with him. Let's kill this brat together. Sima Di wasn't afraid of Qin Feng after he knew Qin Feng's true strength. Sima Di leaped into the air with the flexible sword in his hand and stabbed at Qin Feng. Sima Haoran followed closely behind his younger brother with the crescent moon blade in one hand. He looked unstoppable. Hiss! Sima Di, who was the first to charge forward, suddenly sped up. It was as if he had a liquid nitrogen accelerator installed on his body, constantly accelerating. The soft sword in his hand swayed in the air like a silver water snake swaying back and forth. Qin Feng's eyes lit up. Sima Di's sudden increase in speed surprised Qin Feng. In fact, Sima Di was only a stage 4 inner Qi martial artist. Even if he sped up, he wouldn't be fast in Qin Feng's eyes. However, the way he sped up was a little strange. It was similar to Qin Feng's sudden burst of speed after he released the sacred azure battle armor. However, Sima Di wasn't wearing any spiritual armor, which was unbelievable. Brat, you're dead meat. Sima Di was very confident in his sudden increase in speed. When he saw Qin Feng suddenly lost his focus, he seized this opportunity to take Qin Feng down. Qin Feng quickly regained his senses and put away the sacred azure battle armor. The 250 kilograms weight disappeared from his body, and Qin Feng instantly felt light as if he was about to fly. He leaned to the side and nimbly dodged the silver serpent flexible sword. Then, he slammed his palm on Sima Di's chest. Bang! This palm contained powerful inner Qi. Sima Di fell to the ground and couldn't get up. On the other hand, Qin Feng used the counterforce to leap into the air and dodged Sima Haoran's attack. In the air, Qin Feng's wolf head was ferocious. The red battle robe on his shoulders fluttered in the wind. He raised his hand and casually swung the spear of rat halos. 3 fireballs suddenly fell from the sky. Boom! The fireballs were like meteors, directly smashing into Sima Di's body. Sima Di was lying on the ground injured, and he didn't even have the strength to stand up. Seeing the 3 fireballs flying towards him, his eyes widened in fear, and his face was filled with terror, but there was nothing he could do. Sizzle! The fireballs landed on Sima Di's body and quickly burned. Before Sima Di could regain his senses, his entire body was on fire. His screams immediately echoed in the surroundings. The scorching heat of the flames made Sima Di roll back and forth on the ground in pain. He wanted to extinguish the fire, but it grew stronger. Big brother, water? Quickly find water to extinguish the fire. I am going to be burned to death. Sima Di's heart-wrenching screams made Sima Haoran recover from the shock and quickly ran to find water. Don't waste your energy. Take care of yourself first. When Qin Feng saw this, he raised his hand and sent another 3 fireballs down. Before Sima Haoran could run far, he was surrounded by fireballs. Fortunately, he swung his crescent blade in time and deflected one of the fireballs. Otherwise, he wouldn't be burned like Sima Di. Stinking brat, you are actually a rank 4 devil cultivator, but this is useless. If an ordinary martial artist saw Qin Feng could shoot out fireballs, they would be scared half to death. However, after a short moment of surprise, Sima Haoran raised his crescent blade and slashed at Qin Feng. The crescent blade was getting closer and closer to Qin Feng. Qin Feng felt the surrounding temperature was rapidly freezing. The blade flower in his eyes quickly turned into ice flowers and covered Qin Feng's body. Damn, this Sima clan member is also a devil cultivator? As a devil cultivator, he actually used the name of a righteous martial cultivator to establish a clan here. He is simply shameless. While Qin Feng was shocked, he had already activated the sacred azure battle armor's hyper-intuition. Sima Haoran was actually a rank 6 devil cultivator. This was beyond Qin Feng's expectation. Sima Haoran was even more ferocious than the rank 4 devil cultivator that Qin Feng killed in the capital's Ghost Mountain. Qin Feng didn't dare to be careless. Swish! After activating hyper-intuition, Qin Feng's sensitivity increased by 10 times in half an hour. He leaped lightly and instantly appeared more than 10 meters away. The place where he was previously standing was immediately covered with a layer of ice wall. What? How can this be? Why is your speed so fast all of a sudden? Sima Haoran's expression changed greatly. He had used all of his strength in that slash just now. He even released the ice attribute of a devil cultivator that he had been hiding for a long time. He thought he could freeze Qin Feng and capture him alive. He didn't expect Qin Feng to dodge it so easily. You hid your strength, but you don't allow others to hide their strength? Qin Feng's expression was cold. He almost died just now. Qin Feng didn't dare to be careless anymore. He lightly tapped his feet and instantly turned into an afterimage. He held the spear of rat halos in his hand and stabbed towards Sima Haoran's heart. Clang, clang. The spear fell and directly pierced through Sima Haoran's heart. Sima Haoran was in a daze just now. When he regained his senses, Qin Feng had already appeared in front of him. Sima Haoran tried his best to protect his body with demonic energy, but he didn't expect Qin Feng's spear to bring along a ball of flame. The ball of flame directly broke Sima Haoran's ice devil energy, and Qin Feng easily pierced through his heart. How is this possible? Poochie. Qin Feng pulled out the spear of rat halos. Blood and flesh splattered all over the ground. Sima Haoran's eyes were wide open in anger as he fell to the ground. Sima Haoran died, but there were still flames burning on Sima Di's body. What surprised Qin Feng was that not only did the flames not extinguish, they burned even more fiercely. At this moment, Sima Di was burnt to a crisp, and he didn't even have the consciousness to struggle. Actually, the Sima family was a demonic cultivator family hidden in the secular world. They normally hid their demonic cultivation abilities and used the name of a righteous sect to establish a foothold in the secular world. Sima Haoran's demonic cultivation attribute was ice, which was similar to Hua Yan's. Sima Di's demonic cultivation attribute was wind. Once his demonic energy turned into wind, it could instantly increase Sima Di's speed. This was also the reason why Sima Di's final attack had suddenly increased his speed. After Sima Di was burned by the flames, he couldn't help but release his demonic energy and turn it into wind. A gale blew in all directions, but not only did it not extinguish the flames, it instead made them burn even more fiercely. This was why Sima Di was burned alive. Chapter 500. With the deaths of Sima Haonan and Sima Di, the Sima family clearly had no one left who could resist Qin Feng. The disciples of the Sima family were lying in a pool of blood. They looked at Qin Feng in terror, as if they were looking at a demon that had crawled out of hell. Qin Feng would never show mercy to his enemies. If you let them go today, your enemies will come and kill your family and women in the future. Qin Feng waved his hand, and white light flickered in the air. All the disciples of the Sima family were hit by the wind blades and died instantly. Qin Feng heaved a sigh of relief when he saw the blood flowing like a river in the courtyard. He put away the spear of rat halos and the winter iron gloves and walked to Sima Haoran's corpse. Qin Feng was interested in the orange-grade crescent blade that Sima Haoran used. He still remembered when he went to the Martial Artist Alliance's base in the provincial capital with Lu Jie. At that time, Lu Jie was interested in a crescent blade that wasn't even a white-grade crescent blade. Qin Feng wondered if Lu Jie would faint from joy if he gifted the orange-grade crescent moon blade to him. Die, Qin Feng, you little brat. As soon as Qin Feng bent down, he felt a chill behind him. Then, the shadow of a staff came at him. Qin Feng didn't have the chance to dodge and was sent flying. Qin Feng spat out a mouthful of blood in midair. The staff had a force of 800 pounds. If Qin Feng didn't have the sacred azure battle armor, he would have been killed by the staff. Huh, you're not dead? How is that possible? Sima Gaofeng was waiting to collect Qin Feng's corpse after the staff hit him. However, he discovered that Qin Feng was still alive, and well, even though he was severely injured and couldn't move. The staff hit was from the elder of the Sima family, Sima Gaofeng. He was a stage 7 demon cultivator and the most powerful member of the Sima family in Acropolis City. However, Sima Gaofeng always hid his strength. Even his third son didn't know about it. Otherwise, Sima Jun wouldn't dare to talk back to the elder. Master, you've suffered serious internal injuries. I suggest you buy a bottle of inner yuan pills to heal your body. Little Pig's anxious voice sounded. Even the lazy little pig was anxious. It seemed that Qin Feng's injuries were really serious. Can I take the blood chi pill? Qin Feng asked inwardly. Inner vitality pills were sold for 2,000 hedonist points each, and Qin Feng had 8 blood chi pills on him. If he could, he would definitely want to eat blood chi pills. That's fine too. If these 2 pills are used to treat illnesses, there's no difference in their effects. After getting Little Pig's confirmation, Qin Feng immediately took out a blood qi pill and swallowed it. This pill was extremely expensive and precious. It was a miraculous pill used by low-level martial artists to break through, but Qin Feng ate it as a healing pill. If the martial artists of China saw this, they would definitely be enraged to death. The blood qi pill melted in Qin Feng's mouth, and the rich aroma of the pill lingered in his mouth. Wisps of cool, spiritual energy flowed into his body and healed his damaged organs and meridians. Whoosh! With a light leap, Sima Gaofeng arrived in front of Qin Feng in a few breaths' time. His pair of old eyes shone brightly in the dark night. He looked Qin Feng's body up and down as if he was going to dissect Qin Feng. After a while, Sima Gaofeng finally sensed something strange. There was a very subtle spiritual energy flowing in Qin Feng's body. If he didn't pay attention, he wouldn't be able to detect it. Haha, looks like you really are Qin Feng, and the rumors from 3 months ago were true. You brat, you have treasures all over your body. Just now, you took out 3 orange-grade spiritual weapons, and now you're wearing an even higher-grade spiritual equipment. Since you didn't die even after being hit by my fire rod. If I'm not wrong, the spiritual armor you're wearing is definitely a blue grade or even higher grade. Sima Gaofeng's face was full of pride. He looked at Qin Feng as if he was looking at a little sheep that fell into a pack of wolves. Qin Feng had countless treasures on him, and Sima Gaofeng realized that he had hit the jackpot this time. Qin Feng ignored Sima Gaofeng's rambling. He healed his wounds and thought of a way to deal with Sima Gaofeng. Sima Gaofeng was a Stage 7 demon cultivator, and his strength was equivalent to a Stage 8 inner chi cultivator. Qin Feng's current strength was obviously not his match. Moreover, Qin Feng felt the attribute of the old man's demonic qi after being hit by Sima Gaofeng's rod. He was obviously a fire elemental demon cultivator. Qin Feng's back was on fire after being hit by Sima Gaofeng's rod. If it wasn't for the sacred azure battle armor he was wearing, which was made of 100-year cold ice, he would have been burned to death. Little Pig, which one is more powerful? The flame bomb released by the spear of rat halos or the fire transformed from the old man's demonic qi? Qin Feng asked in his mind. Both are ordinary flames of the natural world. There's no difference, Little Pig said. Qin Feng frowned. He wanted to burn Sima Gaofeng to death with the flame bomb, but it seemed like that wouldn't work. At this time, Little Pig added, but the fire released from my body is a fire seed purified by spiritual energy. It's much more powerful than ordinary fire seeds in the natural world. It can burn Sima Gaofeng to death in one hit. Oh right, you haven't shot out a fireball this month. Don't trick me later. Qin Feng suddenly saw hope, but he was quickly disappointed. Little Pig was still in a cute state. It depended on luck if it could shoot fireballs. It couldn't shoot whenever it wanted. Stinking brat, I've said so much to you. You should at least reply to me. Sima Gaofeng suddenly roared, bringing Qin Feng back to his senses. Qin Feng couldn't care less. He quietly released Little Pig from the system. Little Pig hid in a dark corner and waited to shoot fire at any time. Qin Feng's injuries were almost healed. He slowly stood up. What? I was recuperating just now and didn't hear what you said. Why don't you repeat everything to me? Qin Feng looked at Sima Gaofeng with a smile. Sima Gaofeng was so angry that he blew his beard and glared. Wah! You shameless brat! You dare to play with me? I told you to heal, but I'm going to cripple you with this rod. Let's see how you're going to heal then. Sima Gaofeng suddenly exploded with demonic energy. In an instant, the power of a level 7 demonic cultivator was completely revealed. The pressure made Qin Feng's chest uncomfortable. Rumble. The fiery red raging fire rod spun in Sima Gaofeng's hands like a golden wheel. When the rod fell, a fireball shot out and hit Qin Feng's body. Bang! A huge shockwave sent Qin Feng flying. However, the fireball didn't burn Qin Feng. It was as if Qin Feng's body absorbed it and it disappeared. Oi! What the hell is going on? Is your spirit equipment and battle armor of the ice attribute? Did it block my fireball? Sima Gaofeng was so angry that he stomped his feet. However, he quickly understood and said, Haha, looks like that's the case. This is a good treasure. I'm going to get it. Sima Galfeng was like a madman as he laughed crazily without stopping. The raging fire rod in his hand didn't stop either. It continuously spun in the air and shot out balls of fire. Sima Galfeng held the raging fire rod like he was playing golf. He shot out balls of fire that floated in the air at lightning speed towards Qin Feng. Bang, 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 bang. Qin Feng was hit by the fireballs one after another. Although the flames couldn't burn his body, the impact of the fireballs couldn't be underestimated. After a while, Qin Feng suffered internal injuries. Damn, luckily I brought a lot of blood chi pills. Otherwise, I'd die here today. Qin Feng angrily ate another blood chi pill to recover his body. At the same time, he looked at the shadow behind Sima Galfeng. The little pig was hiding there and sneezed. It had sneezed a dozen times, but it didn't spit out a fireball. Bang, 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 bang. Qin Feng was like a human target. He was constantly attacked by Sima Galfeng's fireballs. Sima Galfeng was excited. When he saw Qin Feng's battered appearance, he laughed and said, "Haha, Qin Feng, weren't you very arrogant just now? Why are you so listless now? You've become my fireball target." Hearing that Sima Galfeng dared to say that he was his target, Qin Feng was unhappy. He didn't care about the impact of the fireballs. He raised his raging fire spear and rushed towards Sima Galfeng. Clang clang. The spear of rat halos continuously danced, knocking the fireballs to the side. Just as it was about to reach Sima Galfeng, Qin Feng was about to stab the spear into his heart when Little Pig suddenly spat out a gigantic fireball. Qin Feng was so frightened that he immediately threw away the spear of rat halos, jumped in front of Sima Galfeng, and hugged him tightly. "Why you pervert, let go of me. I'm not interested in men." Sima Galfeng was so angry that his eyes rolled back when Qin Feng hugged him tightly. Qin Feng wasn't interested in the old man, but now that he was hugging Sima Galfeng and Sima Galfeng's restless movements, Qin Feng realized that he had a shameless reaction. This change in his body gave Qin Feng a fright, but he also felt that he couldn't resist it. If it wasn't for the fact that Little Pig's fireball was getting closer and closer, Qin Feng would have hit Sima Galfeng a few times. But now, Qin Feng slapped Sima Galfeng's back, and in the next second, Sima Galfeng was submerged in the intense fireball. "Ha ha ha, stupid boy, you want to use the same trick you used on Sima D against me? Can't you see that I'm a fire-type demon cultivator? I'm not afraid of this fire, ah. What kind of fire is this? How can it burn my skin? Ah, it hurts. Water, save me." Chapter 501. The fireball burned hotter and hotter. Even Qin Feng, who was wearing the sacred azure battle armor, didn't dare to get close to the fireball. Sima Galfeng's screams resounded through the sky. He even ran into the large water tank to extinguish the fire. However, the fire didn't show any signs of being extinguished even after the water was poured on him. It continued to burn brightly. What an idiot. My fire is a yellow rank spirit beast fire. How can it be extinguished by ordinary water? Little Pig snorted when he saw Sima Galfeng's actions. Qin Feng didn't know much about the difference between fire types. As for beast fire, Qin Feng had never heard of it. Originally, Qin Feng wanted to ask Little Pig about it, but the situation was urgent and he didn't have the time. Roar, roar, roar. Sima Galfeng was worthy of being a level 7 demon cultivator. His vitality was really vigorous. He wailed like a ghost and howled like a wolf in the yellow rank spirit beast fire. It took more than 10 minutes to burn him to death. Sima Galfeng fell to the ground and was burned to a crisp like Sima D. For safety's sake, Qin Feng cut off both Sima D and Sima Galfeng's heads with a wind blade. During the process of Sima Galfeng being burned to death, Qin Feng didn't stay idle. He sat in an open space far away and healed his wounds. When Sima Galfeng was burned to death, Qin Feng's body had completely absorbed the blood chi pill's spirit chi. His body had already recovered, and after this battle, Qin Feng felt that he was about to break through again. 10 minutes later, Qin Feng slowly opened his eyes. He wanted to break through to level 5 inner chi in one go, but he felt that something was missing and didn't succeed. Qin Feng stood up and put Little Pig and the spiritual weapons he took out into the system. Then, he put away Sima Howren's Overlord Chop and Sima Gaofeng's Fire Rod. After hesitating for a while, Qin Feng put Sima Di's Silver Serpent Flexible Sword on his body. Although Qin Feng didn't plan to use the Sissy Flexible Sword, the Silver Serpent Flexible Sword was a white-rank spiritual weapon. It was better to sell it than throw it away. After packing his spoils of war, Qin Feng suddenly felt a ball of fire rise in his abdomen. His gaze uncontrollably fell on the group of men on the ground. He suddenly had the urge to strip them naked and go all out. Qin Feng's body trembled with fear when he thought of this. He hastily threw a few fireballs at the Sima family members and burned them to ashes. He didn't want to pounce on them and rape their corpses. How scary would that be? The Sima family of the Acropolis city had been completely destroyed by Qin Feng. However, Qin Feng wasn't very happy about this. He felt the desire in his body become stronger and stronger. Images of women continuously appeared in Qin Feng's mind. Zhao Ling Xian, Bai Qing, Liu Chun. This kind of intense emotion only increased as time passed. When Qin Feng walked out of the Sima family's old residence, he felt that if he didn't vent, he would collapse. Fuck. I want to fuck someone, woman. Qin Feng suddenly let out a low roar, leaped, and disappeared into the night. The Feng family's courtyard in Acropolis City was in chaos. Yunzhe used the appearance-changing technique to look like Qin Feng. He held the true steel sword and stood with his hands behind his back. Beside him stood a cold man in a white robe with long hair flowing in the wind. The man held a black, scabbarded sword made of strange material in his hand and lowered his head in silence. The two of them stood in the center of the Feng family's courtyard. They were surrounded by the people of the Feng family and the Zhang family. At their feet, there were many warriors lying scattered on the ground. It was a chaotic and bloody scene. It was obvious that both sides had fought a great battle. Qin Feng, you really have the guts of a leopard. You actually dared to barge into our Feng family's residence to cause trouble in the middle of the night. Since you're here, don't even think about leaving today. The Feng family's elder glared angrily at Qin Feng. Last night, he had just received the grievous news that his eldest grandson Feng Xing had been killed. He had mobilized the entire Feng family's forces to hunt down and kill Qin Feng. He didn't think that Qin Feng would dare to deliver himself to his doorstep tonight. Qin Feng acted as if he did not hear old Master Feng's words, and was standing on the spot recovering his inner qi. In the battle just now, only Yunzhe had attacked, and Shimin Shueishue had not moved at all. This was because the mastermind would appear in a while, and Shimin Shueishue needed to conserve his strength to deal with those two people. How much longer can you hold on? Shimin Shueishue could tell that Yunzhe was not a match for so many people, so he raised his eyebrows and asked, I'm fine. Don't be rash. Let's follow Big Brother Qin's plan. We can't ruin his business. Yunzhe had just broken through to the 4th level, so his strength had yet to completely consolidate. In the Feng family's old mansion, there was also an expert at the 4th level. If Qin Feng had not given the true steel sword to Yunzhe to protect himself, he might have really been defeated. All right, delay for a while. I feel that a group of people are rushing over. Shimin Shueishue said expressionlessly. Yunzhe nodded. He suddenly took a deep breath and once again brandished his sword and stabbed towards the crowd. The expert at the 4th level of the Feng family was Feng Xing's father, Feng Zhao. Yunzhe intentionally avoided Feng Zhao and started with the rookie martial artists at the 1st and 2nd level of the inner realm. Against these martial artists, Yunzhe basically killed one with a single strike. Bang, bang, bang. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. The sounds of fighting rose and fell in the Feng family's courtyard. The Feng family members were doing their best to fight against Yunzhe, and the Ma family members were also helping from the side. However, Yunzhe could already tell that the people from the Ma family who had rushed over were not really fighting against him. They seemed to be fighting with all their might, but they only had moves and no strength. There were a few times when Yunzhe was hit by the experts of the Zhang family, but his body did not have the slightest reaction. Since the Zhang family did not attack ruthlessly, Yunzhe would not attack the Zhang family. Although both sides did not say it out loud, It was as if they had secretly reached an agreement. People kept falling under Yunzei's sword, and Yunzei's face became paler and paler. The long period of inner qi consumption made him feel as if he had reached his limit. Qin Feng, I want to see how long you can hold on for. If I don't take your dog head today, I swear I'm not a human. Fang Zhao had been staring at Yunzei the entire time, and he had also noticed Yunzei's situation. Just as Yunzei landed on the ground and gasped for breath, Fang Zhao suddenly slapped him with his palm. Yunzei did not have the strength to dodge and was sent flying. Puff. Yunzei's body was like a kite with its string cut as it fluttered in the air. Fresh blood spurted out like a fountain. Fang Zhao's palm did not hold back at all, and a full 250 kilograms of strength smashed onto Yunzei's chest. Furthermore, Yunzei did not have any qi to protect his body, so it directly shattered Yunzei's internal organs. Yunzei's eyes drooped down powerlessly. He felt that his life force was quickly dissipating, and this was a sign that he was about to die. Yunzei never thought that he would die just like that. He still had a lot of things that he had yet to accomplish. He wanted to take down the position of the young patriarch of the Yun family in the capital, and he wanted to help his sister find true happiness. How are you? Suddenly, Yunzei felt himself fall into someone else's embrace. When he opened his eyes, he saw Shimin Shueishua's cold and emotionless expression. Brother, cough cough. We fought a life and death battle, but I still don't know your name. My name is Yunzei, cough cough. I have to leave first. Help me tell Big Brother Qin. I don't regret it at all. It's just that I didn't manage to help him much before I died. I'm really useless. Yunzei opened his mouth weakly, as if he was saying his last words before he died. His voice was as weak as a mosquito, and most people would have to stick their ears to his mouth in order to hear him. However, Shimin Shueishua did not do so, because he was an expert at the great perfection of the 9th level of inner qi, and his hearing was sharp. Shimin Shueishua did not just sit back and watch. He supported Yunzei's weight with one hand and pressed his other hand near Yunzei's chest. Streams of pure innate qi entered Yunzei's body and was quickly repairing Yunzei's shattered internal organs. Haha. Qin Feng was hit by my mountain-shattering palm, and now his internal organs are shattered. He's dead for sure. Everyone, let's attack together and kill that stinking brat who's been acting cool the moment he arrived. Fang Zhao sent Yunzei flying with his palm. He was in a good mood and looked as if he was certain that Qin Feng would die. The Fang family members all heaved a sigh of relief, their faces filled with excitement. Actually, the one everyone was most afraid of was Qin Feng, because Qin Feng was rumored to be an expert at the 4th level, and he had quite a few spirit weapons on him. Now that Qin Feng was dead, there was nothing for the Fang family to be afraid of. As for Shimin Shueishua, no one present paid any attention to him. This guy stood there motionlessly the moment he arrived, holding onto a broken short sword and posing non-stop. Those who did not know would have thought that he was here to shoot an advertisement. Idiot, let's see if I don't slap you to death. Everyone, let me take care of this pretentious criminal. I like to take care of people like him the most. The people of the Fang family fearlessly pounced towards Shimin Shueishua. In their eyes, Shimin Shueishua was like a little lamb that had been lured into a pack of wolves. Shimin Shueishua's expression was still cold as he continued to heal Yunzei, as if he did not see the enemies pouncing at him from all directions. Buzz buzz. When the crowd was less than 2 meters away from Shimin Shueishua raised his right hand lightly, and the black scabbard sword in his hand let out an ethereal sword hum. Suddenly, a sharp sword qi surged in the surroundings, and the expressions of the people at the front changed drastically. An unprecedented aura of death descended from above their heads, but they did not have time to react. One by one, their figures began to split open from the top of their heads and exploded into 2 halves, sending blood and flesh flying everywhere. Bang! Bang bang! The sound of explosions rose and fell. This scene happened too suddenly. Even the people at the back saw the bodies of their companions suddenly explode, but they still instinctively ran forward. They rushed into the area of Shimin Shueishua's sword formation, but they were also blown to pieces. Hiss! This scene caused the Fang family's old man and the immediate family members to be dumbfounded. Even the most powerful person in the Fong family, Fong Zhao, almost had his eyeballs popping out of his sockets. Everyone thought that Shimin Shueishue was a weakling who came to act cool, but in the end, he easily made his move and executed such a powerful move. This kind of cruel and violent group attack sword technique was something that no one present had ever heard of, let alone seen with their own eyes. Chapter 502. Stop. Everyone stop right now. Fong Zhao finally regained his senses and hurriedly stopped everyone in fright. Actually, there was no need for Fong Zhao to speak. The people who were charging towards Shimin Shueishue had already woken up. Seeing that their companions in front of them had been blasted into pieces by the sword chi, no matter how stupid they did not dare to charge forward. Everyone stopped and retreated more than 10 meters away, looking at Shimin Shueishue fearfully. Shimin Shueishue retracted the black sheath sword in his hand. His expression was cold and indifferent as he continued to treat Yunzei's injuries. It was as if the corpses and flesh scattered around him did not exist, as if he was not the one who had killed them. Yunzei opened his mouth wide and spat out a mouthful of rotten flesh and organs. He slowly opened his eyes. I'm not dead? No, but you need to rest for a few days before your injuries can heal. Shimin Shueishue said in a lukewarm tone. He had already stopped treating Yunzei's injuries. Shimin Shueishue was now half a step into cultivation, and the aura in his body was no longer inner chi, but an even purer and rarer true chi. True chi could be transformed into various energy elements, such as true chi transforming into fireballs, ice. Therefore, Shimin Shueishue's true chi could repair Yunzei's damaged internal organs and meridians, allowing him to come back to life. I'm actually not dead. What is this thing on the ground? What kind of strength do you have? Yunzei felt that his internal organs had been shattered. He had thought that he would definitely die this time, but he did not expect that he would not die. When he saw the flesh and blood on the ground, he was shocked. Why was this scene as cruel as the 18th level of hell? At this moment, Yunzei finally understood. Even he had thought that Shimin Shueishue was here to watch the show and did not have much strength. But now, it seemed that this thought was completely wrong. You're not dead. The corpses on the ground are all from the enemies. My strength is average, and I've just reached half-step cultivation. Although Shimin Shueishue's tone was cold, he seriously answered every one of Yunzei's questions. Yunzei felt as if he had been struck by lightning and was stunned on the spot. A half-step cultivation expert? This was the first time Yunzei had seen a living person. Young hero, may I ask who you are? Why are you helping Qin Fan destroy the Fong family? In the face of Shimin Shueishue's valiance, the old man of the Fong family could no longer remain calm. He immediately put down the false airs of a family head and looked at Shimin Shueishue respectfully. He was deeply afraid that if he said something wrong, Shimin Shueishue would exterminate his family. Qin Feng is my master. I'll do whatever he tells me to do. Shimin Shueishue said coldly. Huh? Qin Feng is your big brother? Did I hear that right? Young hero, have you been deceived by Qin Fan, this cunning and treacherous villain? With your strength and realm, you can completely dominate a region. How can you be Qin Feng's little brother? Elder Feng was shocked. If this Shimin Shueishue really was Qin Feng's little brother, then he could already see the Feng family being destroyed. Buzz. The sound of a sword rang out in the air. Elder Feng, who was still in shock, suddenly split open from the center of his brows. The crack grew larger and larger, and in the end, his entire body exploded. Flesh and blood flew everywhere, and a bloody mist filled the air. The courtyard was filled with the strong smell of blood, and many of the clan members could not help but vomit. Seeing this scene, the corner of Yunzei's mouth twitched, and he almost staggered and fell to the ground. Previously, he was unconscious and did not see Shimin Shueishue attack. Now that he saw it, Yunzei felt that it was terrifying. Was this the strength of a half-step cultivation expert? Love is. Oh no, killing is in an instant. Shimin Shueishue sheathed the black sheath sword. His expression was still cold and emotionless. To him, Killing a person was as easy as killing an ant. Qin Feng is my master. Whoever dares to insult him will be killed. Shimin Shueishue's cold voice echoed in the courtyard. The Feng family members were so scared that they did not dare to make a sound. They originally thought that the battle tonight was about to end. Qin Feng was killed, and Shimin Shueishue was just a bystander. In the end, this bystander's strength was unstoppable. Phew. Damn it. I was scared to death. I can't take it anymore. No wonder this person is Ancestor Qin's little brother. His methods are as cruel as Ancestor Qin's. Luckily, I was smart enough to let the entire family side with Ancestor Qin. Otherwise, I would have been cut into pieces by now. This is real meat paste. Zhang Hui hid in the corner of the house. He felt a lingering fear, but at the same time, he was glad that he had bet on the right person this time. Shimin Shueishue was the sword god of his generation. Either he did not attack, or once he did, any enemy who had seen his black sheath sword would definitely be killed. Shimin Shueishue waved his hand, and the black sheath sword drew streaks of white light in the air. These sword images seemed to have eyes, and they cut all the surrounding Feng family disciples into 8 pieces. The bloody scene caused Yunzhe and Zhang Hui to vomit uncontrollably. Swoosh! Shimin Shueishue, who was dancing with his sword in the courtyard, suddenly stopped. He raised his eyebrows slightly, turned around, and thrust his sword forward. In the air, 2 black shadows appeared, and the 2 of them quickly separated. Shimin Shueishue's sword chi pierced through the air, emitting a sharp sword cry. So it's the 2 of you. How dare you hurt my master last time? Today die. A trace of anger flashed across Shimin Shueishue's usually cold and calm expression. He recognized the 2 of them. They were the 2 black-cloaked men who fought in the Amethyst Dragon Palace. Uncle Yin, I'll leave the white-cloaked man to you. I'll deal with Qin Feng. The black-cloaked man's expression turned cold, and he pounced on Yunzhe, who was lying on the ground. Uncle Yin nodded slightly, and his gaze fell on Shimin Shueishue. During the battle in the Amethyst Dragon Palace, Uncle Yin had suffered a loss in the hands of Shimin Shueishue. Even though he was a Stage 8 Inner Qi expert now, he didn't dare to underestimate Shimin Shueishue. Last time, I was wholeheartedly protecting the young master, so I couldn't fight you wholeheartedly. This time, it's hard to say who will be the winner. As soon as Uncle Yan's voice fell, it was as if he had installed a blower in his sleeve. Suddenly, a sharp sound rang out, and streaks of orange sword rays shot out towards Shimin Shueishue. Shimin Shueishue didn't like to talk nonsense. At this moment, he had already leaped towards Uncle Yin with his black sheath sword. Facing Uncle Yan's sharp sword rays, Shimin Shueishue didn't even need to draw his sword. Instead, he leaped around like a dragonfly, skimming the surface of the water and nimbly dodged the turbulent and chaotic sword rays. Uncle Yan's eyes lit up when he saw this scene. He realized that Shimin Shueishue's strength had increased tremendously in just a few months. Not daring to be careless, Uncle Yin waved his hand, and a dazzling orange short sword appeared in his hand. With his eyes focused, he stood on the roof and swung his sword downwards. 9 sword, first sword form. Rumble. A massive sword chi descended, bringing with it an aura that could shatter rocks. Shimin Shueishue leaped into the air and nimbly dodged the sword. Insignificant skill. Uncle Yan's expression turned solemn. Shimin Shueishue's strength had exceeded his expectations. Without holding back, he swung his sword twice. 9 sword, second sword form, 3 sword form. Uncle Yin was an orthodox Stage 8 Inner Qi cultivator, and he mainly cultivated sword techniques. Before he met Shimin Shueishue, Uncle Yin was very proud of his sword techniques. The 9 sword that he cultivated could release 9 different sword rays, and the more powerful the sword rays were, the more powerful the sword rays would be. However, with Uncle Yan's current strength, he could only release the first 3 sword rays. With just these 3 sword rays, Uncle Yin had killed many masters at the same level as him. Now, Uncle Yin released 3 sword rays at the same time. It was his first time doing this. The 3 sword rays were like 3 cannonballs, especially the last sword ray, which contained a strong inner chi that could split mountains and split the earth. Buzz. Shimin Chue Shui swung the black scabbard sword in his hand. It was a simple slash, but it created a white light that looked like it was about to materialize. The sword energies of the two clashed in the air, creating a series of loud noises. Uncle Yin, who was standing on the roof, felt the tiles beneath his feet begin to tremble. Boom! After the loud sound, Shimin Shueishue's figure disappeared for a short while. Uncle Yan's eyes were filled with shock. He discovered that his sure kill technique, the 9-layer sword, had actually been easily resolved by Shimin Shueishue. When Uncle Yin came back to his senses, he suddenly felt a chill behind him. A dense killing intent had already covered him. Poochie. When Uncle Yin realized that he was in danger, it was already too late. He could not dodge at all, and he could only quickly move to the side to avoid being stabbed in his vital parts. A white light flashed, and Uncle Yin suddenly felt his right arm become lighter. He looked down subconsciously and realized that his arm had disappeared. Blood spurted out from the wound, and Uncle Yin even forgot about the pain. As a swordsman, losing his right arm meant that half of his strength was gone. Even if Uncle Yin could use his left hand to practice swordsmanship in the future, how long would it take for him to regain his current strength? Your sword technique sucks. Fighting with you is a disgrace to my identity as a sword god. Shimin Shueishue suddenly landed behind Uncle Yin like a ghost. The strong death aura shrouded him again, and Uncle Yan's heart went numb. This was the first time in his life that he had felt so afraid, because he really felt that he was going to die. Brother, I can't hold on any longer. Just as Shimin Shueishue's short sword was about to fall, Yunzei's roar came from the ground. At this moment, the black-robed youth had already defeated Yunzei and was about to smash Yunzei's head with a palm. Buzz! The sword that was originally aimed at Uncle Yan's head suddenly changed direction and fell towards the black-robed youth on the ground. Uncle Yan's expression changed drastically. While Shimin Shueishue was not paying attention, he slapped his palm on Shimin Shueishue's chest. Poochie! Shimin Shueishue was sent flying by the palm, and his sword chi also repelled the black-robed youth, saving Yunzei's life. Uncle Yin, where's your arm? The black-robed youth returned to Uncle Yan's side. Looking at Uncle Yan's empty right arm, his eyes almost popped out. Young master, let's go, or we will all die here. Uncle Yin did not waste any time. He grabbed the young master's shoulder with his left hand, and with the last breath of inner chi, he instantly disappeared into the night. Brother, are you all right? At this moment, Yunzei also came to Shimin Shueishue's side. Shimin Shueishue's face was pale, and he was vomiting blood. Huh? That's not right. Brother, why did you suddenly drop to stage 6 inner chi? You were in the realm of great perfection of inner chi. Feeling the aura on Shimin Shueishue's body, Yunzei was shocked. In fact, when Shimin Shueishue came to Earth, the magnetic field on Earth would be disturbed by the magnetic field on Earth. When he fought, he had to resist the disturbance of Earth's magnetic field while fighting. Otherwise, with Shimin Shueishue's true strength, he would be able to kill an opponent like Uncle Yin with a single strike of his sword. Chapter 503. Cloud City Hua Manor Phase 2 was a high-class villa district previously developed by Royal Group. In a standalone luxurious villa, Han Ying wore a purple silk nightgown. She held a glass of red wine and sat in front of the floor-to-ceiling window, admiring the night view of Acropolis City. Han Ying's figure was curvaceous and the soft light shone on her delicate and three-dimensional facial features, making her appear even more charming and moving. The soft silk nightgown was elegant and elegant. The bottom of the skirt covered the base of Han Ying's thighs, undoubtedly revealing her slender, white, and beautiful legs. Such a great beauty with both beauty and money was a stunner that many young masters of Acropolis City and Jinsheng City fought over. However, Han Ying had always kept her chastity. Aside from Qin Feng, she had never shown any frivolous actions towards any other man. When she thought of Qin Feng, Han Ying's willowy eyebrows slightly furrowed and waves of pain emerged from the bottom of her heart. Last night, they coincidentally met at the Royal Hotel, and Qin Feng's words and hurtful actions. Han Ying still hadn't calmed down. Over 3 months ago, Han Ying, Sima Tu, Qin Yi, and Li Xiaojie formed an alliance. The four of them laid a trap, created a financial storm, and successfully bought all of Royal Group's shares. Han Ying had been planning this for a long time. From the first day she arrived in Acropolis City and appeared by Qin Feng's side, she had been carrying out this plan. However, after the plan succeeded, Han Ying didn't feel the joy and pride she imagined. Her heart suddenly felt empty, as if someone had dug out her heart. The Qin manor had been destroyed, and Qin Feng had suddenly disappeared. Han Ying's heart was in her throat at all times. She had been on tenterhooks for the past 3 months. Especially in the dead of night, she would worry about Qin Feng. At the same time, she would think of how wild Qin Feng was on her bed the night he disappeared. Han Ying believed that Qin Feng didn't die, so she stayed in Acropolis City and helped Qin Feng manage Royal Group. Han Ying's business abilities were quite outstanding. She managed Royal Group's big and small businesses in an orderly manner and sped up Royal Group's development. Han Ying originally wanted to wait for Qin Feng to return and return the brand new Royal Group to him. Then, she would receive Qin Feng's forgiveness, and the two of them would live happily ever after. Bang! A loud noise came from downstairs, startling Han Ying out of her daze. Han Ying jumped in fright and hurriedly went downstairs to investigate. However, just as she reached the door, a black shadow suddenly appeared. The black shadow roughly lifted her over his shoulder, entered the room, and threw her on the large bed. Qin Feng. This time, Han Ying finally saw the person's face clearly. It was actually the Qin Feng she had been thinking about. However, there seemed to be something wrong with Qin Feng at this moment. His expression was sinister, his eyes were bloodshot, and his gaze was empty and lifeless. It was as if someone had extracted his soul. Voila! Qin Feng ate 2 blood chi pills in a row, and the angel grass's medicinal properties were fully activated. Qin Feng was like a wild beast, tearing at Han Ying's silk nightgown. Qin Feng, what are you doing? Calm down first. I want to have a good chat with you. Let's talk about other things after we're done, okay? Han Ying was frightened by Qin Feng's current appearance. She wanted to push him away, but Qin Feng was extremely strong. He pressed her onto the bed with one hand, and she couldn't move. Voila! Qin Feng's free hand did not stop tearing at Han Ying's nightgown. The nightgown was torn into shreds and could no longer cover Han Ying's body. The visual temptation drove Qin Feng crazy. No. Qin Feng, don't do this. Han Ying screamed and struggled with all her might. Slap. Qin Feng suddenly flipped Han Ying over and slapped Han Ying's perky butt. This slap was very strong. It was so painful that Han Ying's tears almost flowed out. 5 red fingerprints appeared on her buttocks. However, this slap also caused Han Ying's body to feel strange. Han Ying's body softened. It hurts. Qin Feng, stop. Qin Feng slapped Han Ying. His large hand had already grasped Han Ying's chest. Qin Feng had lost his rationality and didn't know how to control his strength. While Han Ying was in pain, she also felt a sense of pleasure. She finally understood the phrase, pain and happiness. Poochie. Han Ying still hadn't recovered from the pain. Her delicate body suddenly trembled, and she suddenly felt her body become incomparably full. Then, the entire room was filled with rhythmic slapping sounds and Han Ying's undulating moans. Qin Feng was already very valiant. Now that he was under the effects of the angel grass, he was even more valiant and invincible. Han Ying felt like her body was about to fall apart, but Qin Feng had no intention of stopping. An hour passed. 2 hours passed. In the blink of an eye, 5 hours had passed. Qin Feng controlled the initiative and changed positions. At first, Han Ying resisted, but she was too tired. She lay in Qin Feng's arms and hugged him tightly, letting him do whatever he wanted. After 8 hours, Qin Feng finally stopped with a low roar. Han Ying let out a long sigh of relief. She lay motionless on the large bed. She really didn't have an ounce of strength left in her body. Whoosh! After resting for a minute, Qin Feng slowly opened his eyes. His originally empty eyes regained their exquisite light. Qin Feng looked at the situation in front of him strangely. He looked at the naked Han Ying lying under him. He felt as if he had lost his memory. Why am I here? Qin Feng suddenly asked. The corner of Han Ying's mouth twitched. If she still had the strength, she would kick Qin Feng to death. Do you want to renege on your dead after pulling up your pants? Are all men like this? Han Ying was weak, and her voice was very soft. However, it was very piercing to Qin Feng's ears. Qin Feng clearly misunderstood Han Ying's words. Moreover, Han Ying's words could easily lead people to think the wrong way. Qin Feng felt that Han Ying must have slept with many men. Otherwise, why would she say something like, "Do you men not acknowledge you're dead after pulling up your pants?" She had never slept with another man. So how would she know what other men were like? You're disgusting. Qin Feng fiercely glared at Han Ying. He picked up his clothes and walked out of the room. Han Ying was suddenly dumbfounded. She only complained casually, but she didn't think it would enrage Qin Feng. A stream of tears flowed down Han Ying's charming face. She felt that Qin Feng was too much of a bastard. Did he really think of himself as a tool to vent his anger? Did he really think of himself as an indecent woman? He came whenever he wanted. Every time he came, he was so fierce. After he was done, he didn't even say a word of sweet nothings. Instead, he threw her a look and left. Han Ying was so angry that her chest shook. She had just handed over the royal group to Qin Feng yesterday, and she told Qin Feng through Qin Huang. Han Ying was a bit tired and wanted to return to Jincheng City. However, she couldn't let go of Qin Feng. She constantly struggled with her thoughts. However, this matter made Han Ying very sad. She made up her mind to leave Acropolis City today and never return. Qin Feng was also very angry, very angry. When he woke up and saw Han Ying weakly lying under him, a warm and tender feeling welled up in his heart. Han Ying was still in Qin Feng's heart. He originally wanted to have a good chat with Han Ying, and maybe they could resolve some of the conflicts from before. However, he didn't expect that Han Ying would suddenly say something like that. Qin Feng instantly lost all interest. Forget it. I don't want a woman like her. Qin Feng muttered in his heart for a while. Suddenly, he remembered that he was in heat in the middle of the night. Now that Qin Feng was a stage 4 inner chi martial artist, his patience and willpower were incomparable to ordinary people. How could he lose his rationality because of that kind of thing? Qin Feng felt that there was something fishy about this matter. It felt as if he was drugged. However, no matter how Qin Feng thought about it, he couldn't figure it out because no one had drugged him. With a heart full of doubts, Qin Feng arrived at the Fei Tian bar. According to the agreement, Shimin Chui Shui and Yun Zhe were already waiting there. Lu Wenjing was also sitting on the side. The three of them didn't speak and were cultivating separately. Big brother Qin, you're back? Are you all right? We've been waiting for you here since last night. If you didn't come back, we would have been worried to death. Yun Zhe was the first to see Qin Feng and quickly came up to him. Qin Feng smiled at Yun Zhe, indicating that he was fine. Shimin Chui Shui greets master. Shimin Chui Shui also came up to greet him. On the other hand, Lu Wenjing glared at Qin Feng snappily and didn't even speak to Qin Feng. Qin Feng felt that it was a little strange, but Yun Zhe and Shimin Chui Shui were still there. So Qin Feng suppressed his curiosity and talked to them first. How's the operation? Shimin Chui Shui stood at the side with his hands behind his back, his expression as cold as frost. Yun Zhe said, Big brother Qin, according to what you said, Big brother Chui Shui and I have already annihilated the Feng family. Although the Zhang family came to help, they didn't really make a move, and we didn't make a move on them either. After that, the two black-robed men came. Big brother Chui Shui cut off one of the arms of the stronger one, but in order to save me, he let the two of them escape. At this point, Yun Zhe's face was filled with guilt. He felt that not only did he not help Qin Feng, he had even dragged him down. Qin Feng patted Yun Zhe's shoulder and said gently, Xiao Zhe, you did well. Don't blame yourself. This time, I still have to thank you for being willing to help. Big brother Qin, it's my honor that you think so highly of me. Yun Zhe heaved a sigh of relief in his heart. He realized that he didn't follow the wrong person. Qin Feng really treated him like his own big brother. After understanding the general situation from Yunzhe, Qin Feng looked at Shimin Chue Shui beside him. This glance almost scared Qin Feng to the point that he almost fell. Chapter 504. Qin Feng was very depressed, and Yunzhe was even more depressed. When Yunzhe first met Shimin Chue Shui, he was a peak expert with perfected inner qi. In the end, when the two of them left the Feng family's old mansion, Yunzhe discovered that Shimin Chue Shui's strength had directly dropped to stage 6 inner qi, and when he returned to Fei Tian Bar, he had even dropped to stage 3 inner qi. When he woke up one night later, Yunzhe was so scared that he almost peed his pants. Why was big brother Shimin Chue Shui only left with the strength of stage 1 inner qi? Could it be that there was a leak in this person's body that caused all the true qi in his body to leak out? Master, Chue Shui requests to go back for a closed-door training. I will come out to help you after I recover my strength, Shimin Chue Shui said coldly. He was not anxious because his strength had declined. Shimin Chue Shui was not a person of this era. The true qi in his body was very pure. It was almost impossible to find it on Earth. Therefore, every time Shimin Chue Shui fought, his body's magnetic field would be disturbed by Earth's magnetic field. After a battle, he would have to go back to the system to rest. I'll walk you out. Qin Feng pretended to walk Shimin Chue Shui out of the office. Lu Wenjing and Yunzhe were still here. If Qin Feng suddenly took Shimin Chue Shui away, the two of them would be scared to death. Master, this is the sword I took from the black-robed old man. This is an orange high-grade spiritual sword. It should be useful to master. Shimin Chue Shui cut off Uncle Yan's arm and took Uncle Yan's sword. Qin Feng held the short sword that flashed with orange light and waved it in his hand. The air around him immediately emitted a sharp sword hum. Qin Feng's eyes lit up. This treasured sword was even more powerful than the true steel sword that he used. Chue Shui, you did very well this time. Hurry up and go back to recuperate. Qin Feng patted Shimin Chue Shui's shoulder. With a thought, Shimin Chue Shui disappeared into thin air. Not long after, Qin Feng returned to the bar's office. Yunzhe welcomed him. Big brother Qin. Has big brother Chue Shui left? He went back to rest, Qin Feng said simply. A hint of disappointment flashed across Yunzhe's face. He hesitated for a moment before asking, Brother Qin, can you tell me Brother Chue Shui's address or contact information? If I have the time, I would like to consult him on the path of martial cultivation. Shimin Chue Shui was an expert who had perfected his inner qi, so Yunzhe naturally wanted to learn from him. If he could become a disciple of Shimin Chue Shui, Yunzhe would be overjoyed. Xiaozhe, I'm afraid that won't work. Brother Chue Shui's identity is quite special. He's usually in seclusion and rarely comes out. Qin Feng casually made up an excuse. Yunzhe had a look of sudden realization. Looks like big brother Chue Shui is really a member of the hidden sect. It's better if I don't disturb such an expert. Qin Feng didn't understand what Yunzhe was talking about, but seeing that Yunzhe didn't pursue the matter, Qin Feng heaved a sigh of relief. Oh right, Xiaozhe, the first time I saw you at the Royal Clubhouse, you seem to have used a wooden stick to help me? Big brother Qin, I am indeed practicing rod techniques. Yunzhe said truthfully. Qin Feng flipped his hand, and a long, fiery red rod appeared in his hand. This rod felt hot to the touch, and it was made of an unknown material. Its shape was quite domineering, and the two ends of the round rod were engraved with spiral patterns. This round rod weighed at least 50 kilograms. Here you go. Qin Feng casually threw the long rod to Yunzhe. This long rod was obtained from Sima Gaofeng, and it seemed to be called the fiery rod. This is the fiery rod. Yunzhe foolishly caught the fiery rod. It was obvious that he had underestimated the weight of the long rod. Yunzhe's body sank for a distance before he suddenly steadied himself. Holding the fiery rod, Yunzhe's expression changed drastically. His eyeballs were about to pop out as he stared at the round rod in his hand with an incredulous expression. This is an orange-grade spirit weapon? Big brother Qin. You're not joking with me, are you? You want to give me this fiery rod? Magic tools weren't common, but some big families could still get their hands on some. However, spirit weapons were really rare, even rarer than diamonds. A white-grade spirit weapon would cause martial artists to break their heads and bleed, let alone an orange-grade spirit weapon. This was also the reason why the martial artist had gone crazy when they found out that Qin Feng had an orange-grade spirit weapon on him. I'm not joking. Take it and use it. I don't play with wooden sticks anyway, and I've never practiced stick techniques. This thing is like scrap metal. Qin Feng said indifferently. Yunzhe was about to die of depression. He couldn't figure out Qin Feng's background. This big brother casually found a lackey with great perfection of inner chi and even gave him an orange-grade spirit weapon as scrap metal. That's right, the blood chi pill from before was also given as chewing gum. For a moment, Yunzhe couldn't take it anymore. Big brother Qin, then, I won't stand on ceremony with you. This fiery rod is too important to me. If I have this orange-grade spirit weapon, I can guarantee that I won't lose even if I were to face an expert of the 5th stage. Yunzhe accepted the fiery rod in pleasant surprise. His eyes darted around as he suddenly added excitedly, Big brother Qin, I have something to tell you. Go ahead. I wonder if Big brother Qin has a girlfriend? If not, I have an elder sister in my family who hasn't married yet. My elder sister is beautiful and has a good figure. She's definitely the kind of good woman that's going to be extinct. Do you have a photo of your sister? Show it to me. Qin Feng suddenly became excited. Yunzhe was shocked, but he still quickly took out his phone and prepared to look for his sister's photo. Yunzhe felt that Big Brother Qin Feng was an upright person with extraordinary skills. Most importantly, his background was unfathomable. Yunzhe thought that if he introduced his sister to Qin Feng, then a lot of trouble would be solved. Cough, cough. Just as Yunzhe's phone flipped to a photo with his sister, Lu Wenjing coughed a few times with a cold face. Big brother Qin, look. Yunzhe took out his phone to show Qin Feng. Qin Feng hurriedly waved his hand and said seriously, Sai, I was just joking with you. Hurry up and put the photo away. After Qin Feng finished speaking, he immediately looked at Lu Wenjing with a smile. He was so excited just now that he almost forgot that Lu Wenjing was still here. Yunzhe was a little confused. The person who was impatient just now was Qin Feng, and now the person who was declining was him. What was going on? Big brother Qin, my sister is really beautiful. Why don't you take a look at the photo first before making a decision? Yunzhe continued to try his best to recommend. Qin Feng's heart itched. He slanted his eyes and wanted to peek at Yunzhe's phone. Before he could clearly see the appearance of the beauty on the screen, Lu Wenjing stood up angrily. Hey, are you done yet? You're still trying to act innocent after getting a bargain. Hurry up and leave. Just as Yunzhe was getting to the main point, Lu Wenjing suddenly pushed him unhappily. Yunzhe was caught off guard and almost fell to the ground. This beauty. What are you doing? What? If you don't leave, do you believe that I won't find someone to deal with you? Lu Wenjing was so angry that she wanted to die. She was already dissatisfied with Qin Feng, but now that she saw Yunzhe openly introduce a girl to Qin Feng, and Qin Feng even looked like he was enjoying it, how could Lu Wenjing not be angry? Big brother Qin, this? Yunzhe was dumbfounded. He had actually been sitting in the office with Lu Wenjing for a while, but they hadn't spoken to each other, so Yunzhe didn't know who this woman was. Hee, it's fine. This is my girlfriend. She's probably unhappy. You can go back first. We'll talk on the phone. Qin Feng smiled and patted Yunzhe's arm. Yunzhe was shocked and looked at Lu Wenjing awkwardly. Sister-in-law, I'm sorry. I still have something to do, so I'll be leaving first. Big brother Qin, I'll return your true steel sword to you. Yunzhe threw down the true steel sword, picked up the fiery rod, and ran away like a wisp of smoke. Lu Wenjing angrily sat back on the sofa and didn't say anything. Just as Qin Feng was about to go up and ask what was going on, a series of system notifications suddenly sounded in his mind. Ding! Congratulations, host Qin Feng, for completing the quest to collect 6 pieces of orange equipment. The system rewards host Qin Feng 5,000 hedonist points. Ding! Congratulations, host Qin Feng, for completing the first side quest of the SSS rank chain mission, Martial Artist Alliance. You have successfully accepted and completed the level 5 mission issued by the Martial Artist Alliance. The system rewards host Qin Feng 10,000 hedonist points and will randomly open a hidden interface of the system. Ding! Congratulations, host Qin Feng, for completing the first side quest of the chain mission, Yun Province Disturbance. You have successfully destroyed the Sima family. The system rewards host Qin Feng 20,000 hedonist points and a random blue-grade spirit equipment drawing voucher. Notice, host Qin Feng currently has 47,200 hedonist points. Ding! The Hedonist Sovereign system has issued the second side quest of the SSS rank chain mission, Martial Artist Alliance. Host Qin Feng has become a member of the Martial Artist Alliance's Law Enforcement Hall. Time limit, 3 months. Host Qin Feng will be rewarded 10,000 hedonist points and a Martial Artist Alliance token if the mission is completed successfully. If the mission is failed, 20,000 hedonist points will be deducted. Qin Feng was so excited that he almost jumped up when he saw that he had completed 3 side quests, and his hedonist points had increased to 47,200. The 2 side quests, Martial Artist Alliance and Yun Province Disturbance, were actually one quest, which was to destroy the Sima family. The quest to collect 6 pieces of orange equipment was issued a long time ago. Qin Feng was surprised that he had completed it so suddenly. The True Steel Sword, the Winter Iron Glove, the Spirit Snake Whip, the Spear of Rat Halos, the Overlord Slash, and the Chong Ling Sword. Exactly 6 pieces of orange equipment, Qin Feng muttered to himself. If he included the fiery rod that he gave to Yun Zhe, Qin Feng would have 7 pieces of orange equipment. Qin Feng, can't you see that I'm angry? Why are you standing there like an idiot? Hurry up and massage my back and legs. Serve me well. While Qin Feng was feeling pleased with himself, Lu Wenjing's dissatisfied voice drifted into his ears. Qin Feng immediately came back to his senses. He smiled and sat beside Lu Wenjing. When he was about to hug her, she slapped his hand away. Don't touch me. Behave yourself. I'm still angry. Lu Wenjing's sudden anger was caused by the 2 blood chi pills that Qin Feng gave her. After Lu Wenjing returned home, she ate the blood chi pills with her younger sister. In the end, the 2 of them slept together and had sex in the wild. When Lu Wenjing came to her senses, she was embarrassed and angry. Thinking of Longhair's reaction after eating the blood chi pills, Lu Wenjing began to suspect that there was something wrong with the blood chi pills. Qin Feng might have drugged them to trick her body. Looking at the furious Lu Wenjing, Qin Feng still smiled foolishly. Jing, who bullied you? Tell me. I'll slap him. Humph. Then hurry up and slap yourself. It's better if you slap yourself to death. Lu Wenjing glared at Qin Feng with hatred. Huh. I don't think I provoked you. If you're angry because of what Yun Zhe said earlier, you should vent your anger on him. I'm also a victim in this matter. Seeing Qin Feng's serious expression, Lu Wenjing was even more annoyed. You're a victim? I saw that you were listening very carefully just now. If I didn't stop you, I'm afraid you would have already gotten his sister's photo and phone number, right? That won't happen, Qin Feng said seriously. What era is it now? I just need a WeChat ID. You're pissing me off. Lu Wenjing turned her head and didn't look at Qin Feng. Seeing that Lu Wenjing was really angry, Qin Feng also became serious. Jing, then why are you angry? Tell me, and I'll die knowing. Chapter 505. Qin Feng exclaimed, You and your sister are pregnant with my flesh and blood? How is that possible? I've never done anything to you. Lu Wenjing froze for a while before she regained her composure. She blushed as she realized that she had mistaken the words, ate the blood chi pill, as pregnant with the blood chi pill. Qin Feng was even more shameless. He knew what she meant, but he purposely said that she was pregnant with his child. Lu Wenjing was so embarrassed that her face was about to drip water. You're so annoying. You know what I mean. Lu Wenjing glared at Qin Feng coquettishly. Qin Feng had sensed Lu Wenjing's inner chi and knew that she had broken through to stage 1 inner chi, after eating the blood chi pill. You and Xiaojia became martial artists after eating the blood chi pill, and your strength increased greatly. This is a good thing. It was indeed a good thing that her strength increased greatly, but Lu Wenjing was obviously talking about something else. You know what you've done. Luckily, you weren't there when my sister and I ate the blood chi pill. Otherwise, we would have fallen into your evil hands, Lu Wenjing said hatefully. The more Qin Feng listened, the more confused he became. He patted Lu Wenjing's head and said, "Girl, could it be that you were so coquettish that you damaged your brain? What nonsense are you spouting?" Lu Wenjing was so angry that her chest rose and fell. She yelled at Qin Feng, "You're the horny one. Your whole family is horny." Qin Feng's face darkened. He was unhappy. Jing, I said I had a fever. How can you accuse a good person? You even verbally attacked my family. Are you scolding yourself? Lu Wenjing stared blankly for a moment, then quickly reacted. Qin Feng said that she was his family, which meant that she was his woman. This caused Lu Wenjing's charming face to turn red. However, Lu Wenjing pretended to be angry. She snorted coldly and said, "Humph, you're a shameless person who doesn't dare to admit what you've done." Lu Wenjing slapped Qin Feng's hand away and angrily ran to the side and sat down. Qin Feng's mouth twitched. He realized that the women around him were behaving strangely, especially those who had taken the blood chi pill. Could it be that the side effect of the blood chi pill was that it caused menstrual irregularities? "Young Master Qin, you're here." At this moment, Longhair walked in from outside. He walked like a tiger, and his entire aura changed. Qin Feng glanced at him and found that Longhair had already stabilized his stage 2 inner chi. "Longhair, how's the Feng group going?" Recently, Qin Feng had been busy eliminating the Sima family and had almost forgotten about the Feng group. "Young Master Qin, it's all thanks to the blood chi pill you gave me. After eating it, I felt my strength explosively increase. After that, I personally led a team to reorganize the Feng group. I took care of all the restless people, and now the Feng group is still the #1 underground power in Acropolis City," Longhair said excitedly. "Not bad, then continue to help sister-in-law manage the Feng group. When I'm not here, you must protect sister-in-law." "Young Master Qin, don't worry. Unless I die, no one will be able to harm a single hair on sister-in-law." Longhair immediately swore and added, "Oh, right, young Master Qin, I'm a martial artist now, but I don't have a cultivation method. How can I continue to increase my strength?" Longhair was originally an ordinary person. Without Qin Feng, he would never have come into contact with the level of martial artists. Now that he had a breakthrough, Longhair was happy and worried. He realized that he was half-baked. Even if he became a martial artist, he wouldn't level up. Qin Feng had neglected these things before. Now, it seemed that not only did Longhair not cultivate a cultivation method, but Lu Wenjing, Lu Xiaojia, and Lin Bei also didn't know how to cultivate. Qin Feng remembered that when he completed the Suppress Sky City's Ma family mission, the system rewarded him with a martial arts secret manual. This secret manual was a yellow grade technique, so Qin Feng threw it to Longhair. "Cultivate according to this secret manual. Later, make a few copies of the secret manual for me." Longhair held the martial arts secret manual and was extremely excited. "Okay, I'll go and make 10 copies now." After Longhair left, Qin Feng sat down next to Lu Wenjing. He took out a silver snake flexible sword and handed it to Lu Wenjing. "In a bit, when Longhair copies the martial arts secret manual, you should also cultivate according to that. Keep this flexible sword as a defensive weapon. In a bit, I'll give you a sword technique secret manual for you to cultivate with the flexible sword." Qin Feng spoke to Lu Wenjing, but Lu Wenjing ignored him. Qin Feng found it funny that she was inexplicably sullen. Since Lu Wenjing didn't speak, Qin Feng began to copy the sword technique secret manual. Half an hour later, Qin Feng finished copying the basic sword technique secret manual. The reason why he gave Lu Wenjing the basic sword technique and not the more advanced 9 swords of Dugu was because Lu Wenjing hadn't been exposed to martial arts since she was young. First of all, Lu Wenjing hadn't been exposed to martial arts since she was young, and the 9 solitary swords technique was too profound. Qin Feng was afraid that Lu Wenjing wouldn't be able to learn it. Second of all, The silver serpent flexible sword and the 9 solitary swords technique didn't match, so the basic sword technique was more suitable. Young Master Qin, I'm done copying. No, I'm done printing. At this time, Long Hair rushed back with a head full of sweat. Looking at the 10 copies of the martial arts secret manual, Qin Feng's mouth twitched. If he knew this would happen, he would have printed a basic sword technique secret manual. Why did he have to copy it himself? Keep 1 for yourself, give 2 to your sister-in-law, and give the remaining 7 to me, Qin Feng said. Long Hair hurriedly obeyed. He quickly took out 7 copies of the martial arts secret manual and returned them to Qin Feng. Young Master Qin, if there's nothing else, I'll be going to cultivate. Long Hair suddenly went from a normal person to a martial artist. These few days, he was so excited that he couldn't even sleep. Qin Feng dismissed Long Hair and gave Lu Wenjing the handwritten copy of the basic sword skills. Seeing that Lu Wenjing still had a cold expression on her face, Qin Feng had no choice but to go to Royal Hotel first. He also gave Bai Qing and Li Yuqin blood chi pills and martial arts secret manuals. In a private villa in Acropolis City, a fair-skinned, handsome, and imposing young man sat on the sofa. His brows were tightly furrowed, and he looked like he had a lot on his mind. Opposite the young man stood a one-armed elder. The elder's weathered face revealed an expression of unwillingness. Uncle Yin, did you find out anything about the white-clothed man who injured you? The young man on the sofa suddenly asked. Young master, we couldn't find any information about that person. It's as if he doesn't belong to this world. Uncle Yan's face was full of worry. Doesn't belong to this world? How is that possible? Are you telling me that person is a ghost? The young man was clearly very dissatisfied with Uncle Yan's answer. Young master, please calm down. I mean, he might be someone from the hidden sections. He rarely comes out of the secular world, so it's very difficult to find out his identity, Uncle Yin hurriedly explained. The young man's face darkened. If this white-clothed man really was someone from the hidden sects, then things would be much more troublesome. The hidden sects were existences that surpassed the aristocratic families of the various regions. Even the 4 major families of the Jingdu city feared the people from the hidden sections. How did Qin Feng know someone from the hidden sects? And from the looks of it, that white-clothed man seems to respect Qin Feng. The young man looked puzzled. I don't know about that. By the way, young master, that green wolf and Qin Feng don't seem to be related. Uncle Yin thought of another matter. The young man was Xiao 11 Lang. He had purposely posted a mission on the Martial Art Alliance to lure Qin Feng out. At that time, the young man had suspected that Qin Feng was Green Wolf. However, last night, Green Wolf really went to destroy the Sima family, and Qin Feng appeared in the Feng family. Clearly, these 2 people were not the same person. They are not the same person, but it's very likely that they know each other. This time, we suffered a great loss. That white-clothed man even cut off one of your arms and took away your Chongling sword. If we don't take revenge, we won't be a gentleman. The young man, who had always been calm, looked ferocious. Uncle Yin looked worried. He said, Young master, even at my peak, I was no match for that white-clothed man. Now, it's even more impossible for me to defeat him. Unless we get help from our family, we won't be able to kill Qin Feng. Obviously, it's impossible to get help from our family. That would expose our identity. Halfway through his sentence, the young man suddenly laughed coldly. I want to see if Qin Feng will be able to escape this calamity after escaping death last time. Young master, what do you mean? Uncle Yen asked doubtfully. Spread the news that Qin Feng has returned to Acropolis City. Those martial artists are all coveting Qin Feng's spiritual equipment and cultivation method. Last time, he escaped. This time, let's see if he can be so lucky. The young man laughed coldly. Haha, good idea. This time, Qin Feng must die. Uncle Yin suddenly understood. His frowning expression became excited. Then, I'll go spread the news now and get rid of Qin Feng as soon as possible. In the presidential suite on the top floor of the Royal Hotel, Qin Feng took out the phone given by the Martial Art Alliance and was about to call Xiao 11 Lang to ask for the mission reward. Brother Xiao, are you there? I've already eliminated the Sima family. When are we going to meet? Give me the reward. Qin Feng pretended to be close to Xiao 11 Lang to lure him out. However, Xiao 11 Lang was not online at the moment. He did not reply to Qin Feng. After waiting for a while, Qin Feng received a private message from Hua Yin. Hua Yin sent a row of anxious emojis. Calling Green Wolf. Reply as soon as you receive this message. Big-breasted sister, are you in heat? Where are you? I'm going to fuck you right now. After Qin Feng found out that billowy lady was Hua Yin, he began to chat with her without restraint. Soon, Hua Yin sent a row of knife-like emojis. She replied angrily, I was kind enough to tell you the news, but you dare to tease me? Forget it. Just wait for someone to assassinate you. Qin Feng felt that something was wrong. He quickly asked, what news? Humph, weren't you very arrogant just now? I don't want to talk about it now. Hua Yin threw a tantrum. Qin Feng was speechless. Forget it. If you don't want to talk about it, then I won't. I'm going offline now. There are girls waiting for me to bathe together. Tisk. You can fantasize all you want. Wait, let me tell you something. Taoist Rakshas's master has come out of seclusion and is looking for us. He wants to kill us to avenge his disciple. Hua Yin finally got down to business. Taoist Rakshas's master? What the hell is that? Qin Feng was shocked. His master is called Ghostface Mountain. He has been in closed-door cultivation for some time. I heard that he is a Stage 7 evil cultivator. Be careful. Holy shit. A Stage 7 evil cultivator? Doesn't that mean he is more powerful than an ordinary Stage 8 inner chi cultivator? Qin Feng was taken aback. If he were to be caught by the Ghostface Mountain Man, given Qin Feng's current strength, he would definitely die. You're tuning in to the Romance Rendezvous YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.